Good morning, Just fans. Hope you're doing wonderful because we are. And this is the final day of the Paul Keres Memorial, at least for the main tournament, the A tournament here in Pärnu, Estonia, one of the most loveliest and beautiful cities in Estonia. So here we are celebrating the legacy of Estonian chess legend Paul Keres, running the sixth edition of the festival, and today is the day when the tournament has reached the final round. I'm Grandmaster Arturs Neiksans, joined together by Women International Master Margaret Olde, and we are here to follow the action live from Pärnu.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a long week, tiring for sure, for the players especially, but one more to go, yeah.
Yeah, so the final round has been already ongoing for about 1 hour. So this is like our way of providing the coverage, at least in this tournament, so that we don't have to focus so much on the opening phase. Immediately we can jump into the games and see what's going on. But before we do it, I suppose let's revisit very quickly what the tournament is all about.
Yeah, so we have the classical tournament, which started on Monday and is ending today. There's actually two classical tournaments, the Open A for players rated 1800 plus, and then also Open B for youngsters, maybe some amateurs, yeah. And then we have 9 rounds, today's the last one, and they still have 90 minutes plus 30-second time control with no extra time.
And the reason why the tournament is split in A and B is purely for norm purposes, also perhaps a chance for low-rated players to fight for some better prizes, right?
Yep, exactly. And we can talk about it later, but this has paid off.
Exactly. So here you see, this is the reason why most of the players are here. The prize fund is 16,000 euros, a record amount of money compared, for example, with last year. The winner is going to walk away with 2,200 euros, and there's also special prizes for women, seniors, all kinds of rating groups. So, and also for the Open B tournament, as you can see, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, for 6 days of work, decent salary, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely not bad at all. And here is the schedule. We have arrived to the final day, at least for the classical tournament. Today is the morning round. It started 9 a.m. Central European Summer Time. So once again, the games have been running for 50 minutes. And then there's going to be a closing ceremony right after it. We are not going to stream the closing ceremony. However, we are going to stay until it's clear who is going to win the tournament or at least finish in top 3. And then, of course, there's going to be more events happening because it's not only the classical tournament, Margaret, but there's also a Blitz and Rapid tournament.
Yeah, exactly. So today in the evening, we play the Blitz, and then Sunday is all for Rapid.
Are you playing yourself?
I was thinking about it, but I think I need to do some arbitering job because there's going to be more people coming, more GMs coming as well. You're playing?
Even more GMs than me?
Yeah, there's still, yeah, there's
No.
going to be, I'm sorry to tell you that, but yes, there's going to be a lot of competition.
All right, I can't wait, really. You know, I'm doing the commentary for the entire week, and then I'm watching them play, and I'm like, I want to play myself.
I could do better, yeah?
I'm not sure I can do better, but
see.
I want to play. So, the games have started, and we have already the very first updates to you, the viewers, because, as already mentioned at the very beginning, the round is running for 54 minutes now precisely. There's a couple of games already finished, because there's no Sofia rule, and this means that you can agree to a draw basically on move number 1, and this is pretty much what happened on the top board. Gleb Podluzhny was taking on Nikita Meshkov to finish in the draw like 6-7 moves. And this is something I predicted it might happen because very often that's the scene you're seeing in open tournaments in a final round when both parties are happy with the result. So Nikita remains at the moment the sole leader. So he finished the tournament with 7 points out of 9. But Gleb Podluzhny now has 6.5, and of course still a decent chance to finish in top 5. But most importantly, he secured his final IM norm.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely both parties were happy with this result. And yeah, it made a lot of sense.
Actually, there was a bit funny story about the pairings, as I understand, because it was Bedluzny who was paired against Nikita Meshkov, and for example, not against Sebastian Bogner. There was a possibility that did not happen. Can you maybe, Margaret, elaborate on that?
Yeah. So how like reaching the norms works is you either need a performance rating, I don't know the exact rating, but either through that, or you need certain amount of points, and then you need to calculate your opponent's rating average. And if everything was calculated correctly, if Bedluzny would have played against, for example, Bogner, who is, I don't know, around 5 or points higher rated than Nikita, then he would have already secured the norm without even having to do any result. But now he was playing against Nikita, so his rating average was like 0.5 points lower, and now he needed a draw.
Oh, so I think that the difference could have been that if Bedluzny had been playing against Bogner, he, as you said yourself, any result is good for him as long as the opponent shows up, and then maybe would have even gotten a fight.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Then it would have been secured already, but I mean, all's good that ends well. He got the draw, he got the norm, and yeah, probably happy with it.
Quite funny, yeah. All right. Then we have a couple of more draws. Also, yet another IM norm. So Denis Andriashkin on board number 6 played against Inna Gaponenko, also a draw. And I think, again, this is one of those scenarios when both players are perfectly happy. Andriashkin has been having a really good tournament. Yeah. His performance was 2470. First IM norm, he's rated only 2100, but I think his actual strength is way higher than that. And Inna Gaponenko could be one of the players who is in serious contention for the top woman prize, because once again there's at least 500 euros for the top woman prize. So again, this is the pairing that everybody is happy about with the draw.
Exactly. So yeah, great tournament for Denis. And yeah, I think in as we also see that another draw then with another woman player, then they are sharing the first 2 prizes.
Yeah, Sharma against Michael Kopilow is a draw, so Sharma Isha is one of the women players again to fight for it, and then we have a draw between 2 Finnish players, Toivo Keinen, and share the point with Henry Lachtelma. I mean, of course, normally Toivo would play it for the win, but he is having pretty rough tournament, no real shot for the prizes, and his friend, he just decided to have a tavern.
Yeah, maybe they want to go to the spa, enjoy the weather. It's, yeah.
Prepare better for the blitz and rapid.
For sure.
All right, but anyway, so what do we have left? Of course, some of the games have finished in the top boards, but the fight is still on, because Meshkov's victory in the tournament is not yet guaranteed. So at the moment he stands with 7 points out of 9, but now there is so-called follower pack with 6 points, and anyone who from that group is going to win their game. For example, this particular game, Krzysztof Jakubowski against Valery Kazakowski, if one of them wins, they're going to share the first place with Nikita Meshkov, and then we are going to have to see the tiebreaks.
Yeah, and the prizes will be divided according to the Horde system. So, okay, some of it will be shared, but also the tiebreaks are important.
Yeah, and actually speaking about Nikita, I have invited him to join us in the studio. He's going to be here in about 1 hour. So at the moment he is relaxing a bit, and we are going to make a coverage of what's going on. And then when we go to the break and come back, potentially one of the tournament winners is going to be here with us and talk about his experiences in Pärnu.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to hear how he's feeling about it.
All right, so we have so much ahead of us. So let's just get going, and we're going to start with a game of Jakubowski against Kazakowski. And these are 2 players who have had completely different paths to the second board in the final round. While Kazakowski was having a nice tournament, like he was always among the leaders, like he played a couple of draws, some misses, like yesterday he was pushing very hard against Gleb Bedluzny. For Krzysztof, he hasn't made a single draw. He started the tournament with a loss against the youngster, 4 victories in a row, then a very strange piece sacrifice against Nikita Meshkov, Then again, couple of victories, and there you go. He's right now 6 out of 8 with a realistic shot to fight for a short first place.
Exactly. We were already talking about the good comeback story. It still continues.
It still continues. Everybody loves a good comeback story. Absolutely. So, it's some sort of a Karakan, maybe not even some sort of a, it's exactly a Karakan. Advanced variation with the 5. White has some space advantage. We even have a bathtub pawn structure formation. Did you know this?
Yep,
Bathtub?
I've heard.
You've
Yeah.
heard it?
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. Like, I remember whoever said it to me first, I was like, what on earth is that? But it appears to be some common knowledge.
Yeah, like I've heard a lot of commentators use it, and at first I was also like, wait, what? And then, okay, it makes sense, yeah.
Right. Doesn't the... No, I think the bathtub was like this, actually, no?
But it makes more sense this way, logically, visually.
Right. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. So, this is the current position. White enjoys some space advantage. King is a bit weak, but White is playing a very bold chess.
Yep.
Let's scroll back. Of course, e5. Everybody plays e5 these days. Like, I have played a couple of Karakans myself. I've seen some other people playing, like, at least online, at a good level. I feel like nowadays 90% of good players, they just go for the advanced variation. I think I know why. The old line is having a very good reputation with knight of 6. So this is the so-called Tartakova variation, super popular line. Black often plays stuff like h5, h4, very aggressive, put the queen on c7, double pawns, but very easy game. And that's why here, most of the players are going like, okay, listen, I'm still going to get some space advantage. Black solves the problem of the bishop. And knight c3, by the way, I think very clearly underlines the ambitions of the Polish experienced grandmaster, because this signals some g4 ideas.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, so a6 was played by black. I think e6 is a playable move, but you would have to know the theory really well. Something like g4, bishop g6, and let me try to recall the lines. Was it knight e2 here? I'm not really big on the Karakan with this line. c5, and there's the common ideas with h4. I think it was like this, yeah. h6 or h5. I, again, don't remember, a bishop h7. Super sharp, really sharp stuff. And you win the pawn, I destroy the center, etc. Stockfish says it's all good. It's about level. So that's why a6 is like a cautious move, just in case the bishop is ready to retreat.
Yeah, maybe if Valery was not prepared to... Maybe he didn't look at those lines today in the morning, so yeah.
I don't know. Like, no, I think h6 is like...
I think that was prep?
I don't know if it was a prep, but a6 is a common move.
Okay.
Like, I'm not sure if he did not expect the Karakan. Like, I can see the times. He played it rather quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say he did expect it. So there was not a long thing. g4, yeah, this bishop g6. By the way, watch out for e6.
Yep.
That's like a common problem. Why can put the knight on e5, and you have some big problems with development. Yeah, even if you have the pawn.
Yeah, the pieces are not coming out.
And this bishop looks ugly, but black is gonna switch to some French advanced position with white weirdly advancing on the king side. So again, I'm not really sure of the theory here, but f4, yeah, engine doesn't like it.
But I think this was also still prep.
I think so.
Side, so.
I think so, yeah. He played it pretty quickly, but engine doesn't like this, by the way. Yeah, so here, queen b6 was played by Kazakowski.
Okay.
And why not bishop b4 check, by the way? Which is a pretty common move to hold on to the pawn.
Oh, yeah, I guess I have to go bishop d2. Yeah.
And queen b6.
So I'm not getting the pawn back so easily.
I mean, maybe you are eventually, like rook b1, and then you want to take in some lines, but black typically has some counterattack.
Fast, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what is this even? Like, takes. Okay, now I'm showing you some engine line here. Takes with the king. Takes and takes. And knight h6.
No. The
I don't
pawns
know.
can actually be weak, yeah.
Yeah. These pawns are kind of weak, yeah. I don't know. It's actually a bit puzzling. But okay, listen, maybe this is still opening prep. Yeah, like.
Yeah, we don't know.
But I would have thought you won't hold on to the pawn, and Kazakowski did not. And now white just secures the knight on d4. Offer the queen trade, which I think...
You take with a pawn or a knight?
I think with the knight.
Yep, makes sense.
Put the bishop on e3, control the dark squares. The bishop on d7 is a bit ugly. So Kazakowski decided to play queen c7. He played f6, organized counterplay, and knight e4.
And this is where we are right now. Yeah.
Right.
And
How
he's thinking.
There's a pawn under attack.
So I had to take with the rook, but...
Do you?
I mean, I don't want to take with the rook. I'm losing the pawn anyway, so...
Yeah, but maybe you can sacrifice it. That's the point, right?
Okay, yeah. How to work.
And I play something like king b1. Queen e4 check doesn't win the rook.
Yep.
On h1, there's going to be bishop d3.
Very important.
The rook is protected. And queen g4 just feels like a total crazy move. Like
Yeah,
here...
my king is not going to survive. Yeah.
Yeah, this king is dead.
Yep, I should try to do something more secure, I guess.
Protect the
Safe.
pawn, long
Yes.
castle maybe.
But the dark squares are still a little bit scary.
Yeah, they are. I think this makes perfect sense for Kazakowski. Like this last sequence, he played f6, takes. Long castle makes perfect sense, but now 94 asks a lot of direct questions. But if bishop b4 is played,
Yeah.
I think Kazakowski is definitely going to take it. Because for him also, he does. Challenge accepted. There you go. They're going to go fight to the death here, basically. Because they have 6 points out of 8. And if Kazakowski finishes in a draw, and let's say there's at least a couple of people who are winning, then he's maybe 4th.
Yeah, and then you're probably sharing with also the people who are winning from
Exactly.
5.5, and you're
Exactly.
maybe, according to Hort, getting not such a big prize.
Yeah, and the
so-
prices are dropping quite significantly.
yeah, exactly.
So of course. So this is going to be fight for the death. So everybody who has 6 points out of 8 and they're playing against each other, I think they're going to fight it out. So here, I think Kazakowski already anticipated bishop d4, queen f4. I think there's going to be a long castle here. Maybe bishop c6 is a move, but here white will have to prove what he has for the sacrifice pawn.
Yeah.
I think long castle looks reasonable. The king feels safe.
Okay. I'll try to... Okay, no sacrifices work yet, so I'll bring out my light squared bishop, threaten some
Rook f1, yeah?
ideas, yes.
But that's the question. Is it not too slow, yeah? Like, I understand the idea.
Yeah.
I might even play e5. Like, do you really have anything clear here? It's not so clear to me. Rook f1, I'm gonna grab another pawn. Yeah? And you might play bishop b6, which makes perfect sense. You see how Ingenuities doesn't like it? And I could go maybe here? But now I'm taking on d5, and there might be some funny stuff. I was looking bishop 5 with queen
check.
f5.
No, but you can go queen d8 after that.
No, it's a check.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice idea, checkmate on d8, but something like this, like I think this potentially is the direction of the game. Who says the black has to play e5?
Yeah.
Like, I think this would be one move, and black does something else, or bishop e7 is the cautious move.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you go here. What about I just take the pawn?
Yeah, because I don't want to exchange things on f6.
Yeah.
I mean...
Ingenuities gives what's
I'll
an advantage?
still think about some bishop a6 sacrifices, but I think they're not working yet. Yeah. And bishop a7, but you're queen can come to g3, and I think you're fine. Or even this is...
Bishop d6, queen g3. Yeah, queen g3 is a
you're
good
in
move.
time. Yeah.
No, but it also, I think it doesn't really rule out those possibilities later. Like, you might play, like, let's say, rook f1, just to push the queen away, yeah?
Yep.
And then play queen b6. Why not?
No, it's an idea.
It's
sure.
definitely an idea. The queen is so far away. Let's just show some random line. You play e5,
No,
takes, here, and this is going to be a mate.
Yep.
So, yeah. I think here Kazakowski like needs to make a huge decision.
Is he going long castle or not? Yeah.
Yeah. But he definitely feels White has initiative. He knows he's toying with fire here, but he has no choice. He has no choice. Because the difference is, once again, if he, for example, if he draws this, so maybe he's at best like second, but most realistically third, even fourth, and sharing with a lot of people. If he wins, he's definitely sharing the first and maybe even wins the tournament.
Yeah. So it's a huge difference.
Yeah, and prize money, this could be more than 1,500 euros.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, and of course they've looked at their tie breaks, but
yeah, I'm sure they studied all kinds of scenarios.
Yeah.
This is what every single chess professional does in the evening. They look at the results and they model all kinds of scenarios. So what's the gain? What's the risk? They try to predict how the other players they're going to play, and make their strategy accordingly.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's good to know, but at the same time, it can kind of start playing with your mind, right? Like you're too fixated, like focusing on the results and not on your own game at some point.
Yeah, it's easy also for the players to say, right? You focus on only your game. And
exactly.
It never
but you
happens.
know that there's...
It never happens. Everybody's looking at the prizes, of course.
Yep.
So, yeah, alternatively, bishop c6 also is a move. And maybe think about but short castle also is dangerous.
Yeah. Maybe if you can put your bishop to
G7?
G7 or even like h6, g5 and just stay at standstill.
But that's very optimistic, no?
Yeah. I'm not in time.
No, you're not. But this might be also a room for some tactics like g5. It might be a move. So you can't take it. Rook is hanging. Queen g5 is rook g1.
Yeah, it
and then queen h6. I don't know. Like, I'm looking at this, and the king can never go to safety. I would be very afraid.
He did long castle.
He did long castle. Yep. Yeah, I think he has to. He has to long castle. Simply no choice. Yeah. So we can see him on the screen there on the right. This is Krzysztof Jakubowski right now checking what's in his pocket. I don't know what he found there. And there's Kazakowski in front of us. He's walking, he's checking the other board. And also when you are playing the final round, you're so interested how the others are doing.
Yeah.
So maybe in some scenario it's still okay with a draw. Let's say the board's number 3, 4, 5, everybody finished a draw. For example, Kazakowski has a good tiebreaker. He's like, okay, listen, for me it's good to play solid. But I don't think this is the case for Jakubowski, because Jakubowski has a terrible tiebreaker.
Yeah, he lost the first round, so he had some easier opponents. He must have... I mean, yeah, he has not a good tiebreaker. I can confirm that.
All right. Crazy game. Very sharp. I think all three results are possible here.
Yeah.
I like the approach of Jakubowski, and I also perfectly understand Kazakowski. Yeah. So could be going either way. I'm not even sure that Kazakowski is the favorite here, like in this game.
For sure. Let's go to board number 3.
Board number 3.
We have Sebastian Bogner against Daniel Kopilow, and
they're sitting on the left, as you can see. We have this camera. Unfortunately, the options with it are pretty limited. We can technically, I think it's possible to zoom in and zoom out and operate it, but
It will take a lot of time, yes?
Yeah, it's gonna take forever.
Yeah.
So we can physically ask the arbiter to move the camera, and he does it actually. But yeah.
For now, it's fine, right?
now
We
it's
can
fine.
see both of them, so it's good.
So Bogner has been having a pretty good tournament. He was the early leader, 4.5 points out of 5. And then I believe he made 3 draws in a row.
Yep.
He barely survived against Kazakowski.
Mm-hmm.
Then yesterday, what was the round number?
7, he made a draw against Larus.
All the GMs he made a draw.
And then the draw against Neiksans, which
Yeah,
is
like pretty solid performance by the Swiss Grandmaster. And Kopilow has been having what kind of round? I did not check him.
He made a draw against Larus in the last round, and then won against Hagen in the crazy game where he was.
Yeah, but Kopilow had a bad start.
Yeah.
More or less. Yeah, like 2 draws in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we have some Grunfeld.
Mm-hmm.
White enjoys some advantage, like White has some space advantage, White has the center. There's some pressure against the pawn on e7. It's a very nice position. Like, I think I would definitely love to play this with White.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like it's easier to play with White.
Yeah. Okay, let's start from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
An anti-Grunfeld. Okay. Anti-Grunfeld. So what is an anti-Grunfeld and what is a Grunfeld? d4, knight f6, c4, g6, knight c3. I want to play e4, which leads to the king's Indian defense. d5 is the start of the Grunfeld defense. All you need to know, it has a very good reputation. It's kind of drawish at the highest level, so black is dynamic, but ultimately very often he equalizes and it's somehow a draw. And white quite often gets a center, but black organizes some counterplay with bishop g7, knight c6, sometimes even bishop g4, pinning the knight on f3, etc. So this is understandable. So what is an anti-Grunfeld? Anti-Grunfeld is white starts with c4. And actually, yeah, I see he did play c5, so it's not even kind of anti-Grunfeld. But the point is, after g6, white can play knight c3, and if you play bishop g7, I tricked you. So I play e4, let's say you play, I'm sorry, not king f8, of course, d6, I play d4, now you have to play the king's Indian defense. So if you decide to play d5, which of course is perfectly playable, black misses out the typical counterplay against the pawn on d4. And there's even some funny ideas like h4, h5 very early. So it's a really nice line. And I know for a fact that many Grunfeld players, they hate it. They hate the anti-Grunfeld. So that's why here, I don't know how Daniel feels about it. So he plays c5, the symmetrical English, knight x on d5, d4, inviting for some Grunfeld. And here we are. So what has the pawn on d4, anti-Grunfeld turned out to be your typical Grunfeld.
Grunfeld, yeah. Just different move order.
All right. e3, the cautious move. Yeah, e3, white secures the pawn on d4 so that there's no immediate pressure. Very sneaky check. Yeah, these checks are really tricky because there are lines. For example, I don't know this line particularly, but there's some lines where you can play like queen b3 or bishop c4, and the bishop here is not that well positioned. Yeah, so these checks on b5, they can be very, very poisonous. Black played here, bishop a3, c takes, bishop d7, followed by rook b1 and rook c. There you go.
So they both kind of made normal moves, and then
white got the advantage.
Exactly.
So I think that Kopilow did not solve the opening problems. Like, white is definitely better, and how I can immediately tell that he did not solve the opening problems is that he doesn't have the typical Grunfeld counterplay against the pawn on d4.
Yeah.
That the pin remains. So he might have to play some passive move rook e8 at some point. Because as soon as you play like queen a5, you need to watch out for bishop c6 and the pawn on e7 could be dropping. But first, white is the move.
Yeah. So do you try to bring your queen out, or are you trying to do something concrete already?
I'm not sure where the queen better stands. I think typically it stands really well on e2 to play rook fc1.
Yeah.
D5, e4, I don't think it's necessary here. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, do you want to take those concrete decisions or not?
I don't know. Like, it could be working in some concrete positions, like, for example, some lines, like, let's say you play d5, and black, let's say he plays knight a5, and suddenly you have d6. Yeah, and suddenly in some lines, there's some problems with the pawn, and if you play e6, you have a strong pawn.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. Like, it just doesn't feel right. There's also a knight e5 move, and why I'm doing this. So I'm also opening up the bishop.
Yep.
I think these are two weaknesses. I want to attack them.
So
Queen b3 runs into potentially knight a5. So maybe queen e2.
Yeah.
I think it's a great square for the queen.
And now black has to figure out a move, yeah? It was not so easy to do.
Maybe a6.
A6, yeah.
So that he can get the queen out at some point. And where do you put the bishop? You don't want to give it up.
Yeah. Sure.
And maybe now queen a5 is a thing.
25, yeah.
Yeah, you see this bishop. Oh, you
Well,
the
you have
engine hates
some-
it. Oh, I dropped the pawn.
Yeah.
Okay, not like this. Maybe then b5. Bishop b3 and perhaps knight a5, knight c4, kill the bishop.
Yeah, I don't want to give my bishop away.
So a6, b5 is an idea. What about I play bishop a4? Precaution against a6, so that you can't do that.
Yeah, the b7 is hanging at least. Sort of, yeah.
And again doesn't like it.
But maybe...
It looks a bit weird though, I agree. What do you want to suggest?
No, I was thinking maybe he can now bring the queen out. Like, I don't want to defend...
Sacrifice the pawn.
Yeah, I mean, but probably it doesn't work.
And it just says it doesn't work.
Yeah, I was looking at some funny tactics on d4, but that didn't work.
Yeah, knight e4, knight e4, queen e4, I don't think it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, but bishop b5 is a bit weird. It's not so easy to make the next move. Maybe it's some bishop c5.
So provoking some b6.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Like, I provoke b6, I go back, I lost time, but now you can't play a6, b5. But then again, I mean, this still invites black to play knight f5, knight c4.
Yeah.
That's why Bogner's thinking, like, I'm also, it's not super clear what is the follow-up. I feel like I have a nice position.
Yeah.
but what is the move?
And what if you bring your bishop to the other side just to move it away, like to d3 or something? I know it doesn't really
Here.
stay. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe, yeah.
Just to try to pressure the b pawn and not have the bishop hanging in some lines.
Bishop e4, that's a nice idea. I mean, technically the bishop on b5 doesn't do anything, right? I like it. Yeah, on queen a5 you can think about these ideas.
Yeah.
And if you protect the pawn, then I can move the bishop
some
here.
a6 squares, yeah.
You play rook c7, and maybe now d5, d6 is a thing.
Different
All right, this is
story.
nice.
Yep.
This is a concept we could talk about. Yeah. So d5, knight e5, d6.
I mean, now you're in trouble, like big trouble, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Bishop d3. Not a super obvious move, and maybe there are more moves. But that's the one I also like the most, because it's also very logical to stop a6, b5.
Yeah.
We'll see. As you can see, everybody's taking a bit more time. This is a morning game. Everybody's a bit tired.
Yeah.
Morning game. It's Saturday. Game starts at 10. They had 3 days of double rounds.
Yeah. They're definitely
Big
tired.
stakes, final round, nervousness, etc.
Yeah, also you want to see how your like not your direct opponent, but the others that you're like fighting for the prizes, how they are
Right.
doing, see their games, how they're going.
Do we move on?
Yep, let's go to board number 4.
All right.
So Thomas Larus against Sharan. So Larus has half a point more, so he's sharing the second place currently.
Yeah, we don't see him. He is right next to the left. And if some of the top boards they're gonna finish, we are gonna adjust the camera, of course. And if necessary, we can zoom in a bit.
Yeah.
The picture. So, what are we seeing here?
Let's see a weakness on c6, but black has 2 bishops, but the bishops are not playing yet. Some pressure.
White is definitely the one who is having some ideas.
Yeah.
Like, I think white wants to get to the weakness on c6. For this to do that, black is definitely going to play c5.
Yep.
White is going to want to trade the bishops and put the knight on c4. Let me just show you, I think, what white wants.
Okay.
Like, again, the execution could have been a bit better. Let's say here, because the bishop doesn't do anything there anyway. Black activates the bishop. I play bishop e4. Let's say there's a trade. That's a weakness. And let's say black is careless. Okay, I can win a
queen is
pawn,
hanging,
actually.
but-
Oh, I'm winning a queen.
Yeah,
That's
no
slightly more,
problem.
yeah?
yeah.
That's slightly more. Okay, I just want to show the idea. All of this is flawed, of course. I'm well aware the pawn is under attack. I just want to show this. So if you would get something like this, I think it's a pretty considerable progress. Or maybe even in some lines, perhaps you can just go for the straight attack.
Yep.
Or the pawn on c5, put the queen on e4, play pawn b3, play some g3, window for the king. It's a very, very nice position. The question is black going to allow all of this?
Yep.
If he plays bishop d3.
So I'm not forced to go c5.
No, I mean, I might play c5, but maybe after bishop e4, there are some different moves. What about bishop d5?
Yeah.
You know, so like if you want to take it, you're going to fix my pawn structure. So there could be some maneuverings, like I might play perhaps b3 just in case to protect the pawn.
Yeah. I can also, I don't know, go queen e5 or
Queen
something.
e5
yeah.
looks very reasonable. I might apply pressure. Black might improve the bishop. It could be going somewhere in this direction, and maybe at some point white can actually take on d5 and somehow organize counterplay against these pawns like knight a4, c4, and then it gets really concrete. Yeah, like this could be a weak pawn, but let's not forget about backtrunk issues.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
But then a question, if you wanted to exchange the bishops, why not bishop a6? Are there some concrete rook b, or you just move away?
yeah, I think I can just play here.
Okay.
No, but actually maybe it's a move. Like, I play now knight e4.
Yeah.
But I'm not in time. I cannot play knight c5. Like, I want to block the bishop, but
Yeah, you're dropping b2.
I'm dropping the pawn. Which maybe can be sacrificed, by the way, but I don't
And
know.
it's probably liquidating at some point. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so he went bishop d3.
Yeah, bishop d3 is
Then it
normal.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you improve the bishop, you anticipate c5. And I think the big question is what happens here. Like, I don't think that white has anything, like, super real. Maybe there's some even queen e5, even allow the trade. White plays b3, but at least you see maybe white can do it like this, put the knight on c4.
Yeah.
But black might do something during this time.
But if I, like, how bad is it if you get the c5 pawn, we exchange, I don't know, I'll take with the bishop, and then the heavy piece endgame? Do you think it's, like,
You mean
good,
every
realistic?
heavy piece traded?
No, like, the other way around. Like, you will take on c5, I'll take with my bishop, you take with your rook, and then you're a pawn up with white, but do you think, like, is this...
This one.
Yeah. Actually good winning chances, or...
I don't know, like, yeah, I would definitely some chances.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Some rook in game. Okay, I think it's still very far.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, I think, the best I can do here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, maybe it's not enough. But I don't think the black also wants to find it out.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to.
So this looks pretty human to me.
Yeah.
Like, exactly bishop d5. And then maybe it's going to be, watch out for c4. Yeah, black wants to get rid of the weakness, so I think b3 is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe now black can he play some c4? No, he can't. Yeah, c4 is just bx and c4. Was hoping for some tactics, but I don't see any.
Didn't work, yeah.
Actually, engine says this is okay. I don't know.
Yeah, you probably don't want to go for it.
Opponent's opponent, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I see the engine says it's like slightly better for white, but not a dead draw. So c5, here, b3, queen e5 we discussed.
Yeah, makes sense as well.
Yeah. Maybe bishop f3. I want to play some g3, king g2.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe rook c8. I'm threatened with c4. You play knight f4. And now c4 maybe works.
Yeah. Computer says black's taking over.
Maybe now knight is pretty bad.
Oh.
What did I miss?
There's...
Some back rank?
Yeah, you can just take the pawn, I guess, sir. Maybe?
No?
Not like that.
No. Where? What am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing. It's like losing.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I saw some queen a5.
But the knight is not like
Okay, but
completely
like,
trapped.
it's a bit ridiculous.
I rook before. What?
Bishop b4.
Oh,
No, bishop 8. Okay, but it's already pretty clear that with ideas like queen a5. Yeah, queen a5, exactly. The knight is bad, knight c3, rook c4, and black takes over the game. So, it's not that clear.
Mm-hmm.
Here, bishop d5. I want to play c4, b3, b3, queen e5. You don't want to take it. So you could play either bishop f3, I think bishop f3, and rook c8. I go here. I want to get rid of the weakness. And you can't play knight f4, there's c4.
Yeah.
And maybe there's still some game here left. Like, I could have some scenarios when I can take on d5 and play obstacle of bishops. You might have some logical weaknesses. There might be some queen a6. There might be some queen d3 ideas. If you play d4, maybe I play e4, get the bishop on c4, etc., etc. I play g3 at 4. So there's a lot of fight ahead. And by the way, c5 is on the board.
Right. Yep. And bishop e4.
Yeah, this is as expected. I think bishop d5 is going to be played here. There's a question in the chat. Are we in Pärnu? Yeah, we are Pärnu. Yep. We are right here. Literally 50 meters away from the playing players. They're playing in a big conference hall, and we're like a couple of doors away.
Exactly.
So I can reach them like in 10 seconds.
Yeah, we can take a peek in the playing hall during.
But actually, there's a very nice isolation of the sound.
Yeah, no, that's
like you close the door,
you hear nothing.
you hear nothing. Yeah, like it's very good.
That's the goal of the conference center because they have a lot of events here, so that's kind of how it has to be.
All right.
Yes, near the sea.
Near the sea.
Exactly near, close to the sea.
All right. So this opening, okay, it doesn't really matter. We already discussed what's happening in the line, but it's balanced. Larus has spent half his time. I think he's asleep. He's simply asleep. Like
You think he's not a morning person as well, yeah?
no, like this is like I could show you very quickly without analysis. This is theory. This is known stuff. Okay, Queen h5. I don't know what is this.
Okay.
These are not the moves where you spend 45 minutes. I think it's half asleep, basically. And he got something, at least something to fight for.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yep. So board number 5, or do we go back?
Yeah, I think so. Board number 5.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Hagen against Rainis Valds, and they both have 5.5 points, so they would probably, I mean, they would not come to share the lead if they won, but still get a good place, so definitely something to fight for.
They have 5.5, yeah?
Yeah, 5.5, so they can get to 6.5 if any of them wins.
I mean, 6.5 potentially might be a shared second place.
Yeah, exactly.
So second, third
the
place.
Results go their way.
Yeah, so they are fighting for something.
For sure. Okay.
White has some advantage, but I think he actually had a better position after the opening.
Yeah.
Like, I saw how this opening was played, and I thought that Valds just got tricked in the opening, but now the game continues. So all we are seeing here is that this is some typical Sicilian with knight c6, d takes on c6, and white just played g4, g5. There's a weakness to the 4. The knight on h5 is sort of disconnected from the game, but there's no kings at attack. So let's maybe scroll back a bit.
Yep.
Tamanov. Yeah. And Reinis is, I think, one of the students of Tom Contents. And I think Tom's also plays himself the Tamanov. Like many Latvian players, they play it. I think the first one was either Nikita Meshkov or me, and then Nikita Meshkov. I really don't remember the order. Maybe it doesn't really matter. And also, Tom's has started to play it. Like, he was a lifelong player of the Sicilian Najdorf, and even he is like tired of it, and he wants to play something else. And yeah, Reinis is playing also Tamanov now again. And Valdes had a very good run in the Latvian Championship. He got his first IM norm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I played draw against him. I could even lose in one move. So I was playing for the win. In time scramble, I messed up, and I hallucinated and I could lose in one move. He did not punish me. But it could have turned out either way.
Yep.
There's, by the way, a question in the chat why I did not play Armageddon against Kantans in the Latvian Championship. So he's referring to the situation we had. Both of us 8 out of 9. And at stakes was a spot in the World Cup.
Oh, this year, yeah?
Yeah, this year in May. It was very unfortunate because we talked about it before the tournament, and I was really pressing for a tiebreak, like a mini match. Absolutely, I was pressing for it, but we could not agree.
Okay.
We could not agree, and maybe we should have started to talk about it before the start of the tournament. And we even met very shortly before the very first round, and we said, are we going to do it? Are we going to have some mini match?
Okay.
And there were so many scenarios to be discussed.
Yeah.
We decided we're going to leave it be. And in the end, the most stupid scenario played out, that we shared the first place, and the second tiebreaker would decide that I would win the championship and the spot in the World Cup. It was very unfair.
That's brutal.
It was what it is. It was so stupid. But everybody had the same rules, and it was basically a coin flip.
Yeah.
And I was on the lucky side, and Tom's was on the unlucky side, and there should have been a tiebreak, but. Yeah, that's why you talk about the regulations before the tournament, not at the finish, and I think we're never going to repeat that again.
For sure.
Definitely, we're going to have some mini match.
Especially if there's something very big at stake.
Absolutely, yeah. All right.
Okay.
So, this was Queen D2 is like an older line. I think nowadays everybody plays Queen F3. And here I see Lutztek is writing in the chat that Hagen Poich in his stream of GM Noise said that he's not in a good shape, that maybe he's a bit ill. Actually, this could be the case, because there's a couple of players and commentators who are a bit under the weather, like in the first days.
Yeah, we are surviving. What the hell? We'll make through.
There might be some virus circulating around. I also heard a couple of players coughing a bit. The conditioning maybe
Yeah.
is a bit cold. Yeah, it also can affect. And yeah, that's what can happen during a tournament.
Yeah, especially if you're under stress and it's long days and
Yeah. All right. Knight f6, bishop e7. There's some modern lines with bishop b4 or bishop e7. There's some nuances, not going to really bother you with the details. The English attack f3, very popular setup against any Sicilians. b5, knight c6, d takes on c6, g4. Yeah, this is very big theory, of course. e5, black fixes the weaknesses, h4, bishop e6, bishop h3, and I think here black made a mistake. So you have to play knight e7, and white has some pressure still.
Yeah.
So he played the logical move, show castle, g5, knight h5, feels like you can't do that, I'm going to get the knight on f4. But very concretely here, there's a problem with queen g4.
Yep.
Bishop b4 was played, knight e2, queen f7, white played rook f1, rook d8, rook d8, and white enjoys a pretty large advantage, according to an engine, plus 1.7, like huge opening advantage.
Yep.
And here, it's not even clear how to capitalize on it. Like engine says, there's a move king b1, there's a move a3, play positionally, but queen g4, like it's a very logical move.
Yeah, that was the plan from quite a few moves ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and now the advantage is gone. Yeah, like what's even the difference? I'm not sure I understand it. So if you play a3, and I'm playing something like bishop e7, am I not gonna put the queen on g4?
Apparently not.
Yeah, so engine doesn't put the queen on g4. Like engine says, you go for the c5 square. Like queen f2, queen g1, you play bishop c5, ignoring knight f4.
That's
Not clear at all. Yeah, so queen g4 was very human by Hagen. He goes after the pawn. Now rook e8 is a necessary move. Rook e8 is played, and Poich is thinking.
But it still looks good for white now.
Yeah, I mean some pressure, but
Yeah.
it's not like you can immediately punish.
Yeah,
Black.
there's no checkmate or anything.
No
for
ways
sure,
to crash through.
Yeah.
You need to watch out knight f4. Maybe the problem of queen g4 is that the queen is very limited here. And black can even play g6, protect the pawn, relieve the queen.
Yeah.
Possibly, and it's not doing anything. It feels like a great square, but maybe it's not really that great.
Yeah.
Speaking about some norm chances for Valds, unfortunately he has none in the tournament because he has a pretty low average opponent rating, even though he has 5.5 out of 8, a decent tournament. No realistic chances. No, I mean not even realistic, just no chances for an IM norm
Yeah.
in this one. For Hagen, of course, the tournament has been a bit rough. Like he had a very nice position against Nikita Mishkov, the clutch game, he lost. And after that, yeah,
Yesterday he did a draw.
he
in
just
the
did a
evening
draw
round.
without
Yeah.
a big fight with black.
Yeah, but I mean, still, again, if you're winning this game, then you're sharing some prizes. So
Yeah, so again, this is a fight to the death, basically. Somebody has to win.
yeah,
We're gonna check more games. Oh, there's a couple of games in the row draws. Boards 6 to 8 have finished in a draw.
yeah, we talked about them.
Maybe from the other boards you're seeing somebody you would like to check.
Maybe. Oh, we can check board 9. Yeah,
Board 9,
yeah.
Ilya Khaitin. I see actually his name is fixed on chess.com.
We had some
messaged-
influence, yeah.
Somebody messaged the chess.com. All right. Against the Jan Kostov. That's the game.
Yeah,
I think actually we can see him on the screen. That's Ilya. Like on the
His
lower
head,
part. That's his
yes.
head. Yeah, that's him. I mean, the boards are like put in 2 rows next to the wall. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4. How far it goes?
6, I think.
6, I think. And then there's the other row.
Yep.
these are all digital boards. They're separated from everybody else, and that's Ilya.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
We have a word that Hagen recently lost a lot of rating points in some German tournament. Yeah, but I think that nobody can even stand close to Thomas Larus.
yeah, unfortunately.
Larus in April had a rating 2580.
7 or
6. Now he's 2500. Life is rough. Sometimes things don't go your way.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is this position?
That's a good question. I mean, the computer likes white, but you have some concrete dishes.
Yeah, looks pretty sharp.
Yeah.
And black is having some ideas for Kingston attack, but look at the clock, by the way.
Yeah, that's the first thing I saw as well.
1 hour for Haiten and only 34 for Kostov. So Kostov is also sleeping. There's some sleepers in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's tough.
And I think actually Ilya was like at least 10 minutes late, so yeah, he's playing fast.
Oh yeah, actually speaking about it, there's the rule. You cannot be late to the round. Yeah, rule D5 was about to suggest
yeah.
it. It's a great move. You cannot be later to the round more than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So Ilya today, he was like running. It seems he arrived at the board like 8 minutes late.
Yeah.
But there was one case where one of the players barely made it. Can you maybe tell a bit more about it?
So Hagen Poch in I think round maybe 3 or something. Yeah, he was also running and he made it exactly on time. So
So it's like
yeah.
he's like running. 50 minutes are about to reach. He's jumping and reaching for the move. Yeah,
No, but you don't have to make the move. You have to be in the playing area. So even if you're, at least as far as I know, if you're in the area where like...
What's the area?
I think we can consider it when you give away your phone.
Playing venue. Or the phone, yeah?
Yeah. Because also the bathrooms are in the area, so... Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I like it. Actually, I'm speaking about being on time and not being on time. I'm a firm believer that you have to be on time. Like, I don't like that somebody is late.
Like, you think it's a respect thing?
Yeah. I think it's just not nice. My personal opinion. Like, that's why I always arrive, like, 5 minutes before I greet the opponent. Also, if there's some photographers or somebody's making a video, they have a chance to make a video of you, etc. And, I know that, for example, Magnus is always late. I don't like that. I gotta say immediately. But, like, he's a superstar. He's always bothered with the autographs.
Exactly.
Everybody wants to talk to him.
Yeah,
so he does it late.
Yeah.
So it's kind of understandable. I don't like it anyway. But imagine this. Imagine in any other sports, like in tennis, one of the players is late. Yeah, like you're gonna wait for him like 10 minutes. Like you're gonna serve or something, and the guy is late. Or in football, and the opposing team is late. That's the point. I think that since we want to pose ourselves as a sport, right? I think you have to be on time. Simply, that's the rule. So I don't know why this is not like implemented widespread. Like, okay, maybe not like zero. Was it 0 point policy?
Zero tolerance.
Zero tolerance. Okay, that's very strict. But you gotta be at the site. At the board, at the beginning of the board. And that's it. It's really simple, yeah?
Yeah. No, it makes
so,
sense.
like, 1-time warning, 2nd-time loss, or something like that. Yeah, I think it should be pretty strict. But it's up to the organizers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can enforce the rule. There are some tournaments, like sometimes in the Watches Olympiads. I'm not really sure what's the rule right now. There was this very famous case in the Budapest Olympiad when Magnus was racing with a bike. Come on, yeah? But... he could have done it a bit better, I think.
Yeah, I guess there was some communication issues.
Whatever. Yeah. So he arrived and I think he even won the game.
Yeah.
But in the past Olympiads, there were some zero tolerance rules that you're not present, and there was even some very harsh moments, like you're going after a broken pen. You're coming back. You're not present at the board. You're lost.
Yeah.
But okay, it's a bit too strict.
Yeah, and then Olympiads, it's been like the first rounds are the organizers are always like, there's some issues with transportation, and then like, oh, is this whose fault is it now? Are we giving a 0 now? Are we not giving? So
Right.
okay, that's a mess always. There's so many people, but
No, but I do hope that this principle will be more enforced, like
Yeah.
more seriously. Like it's just also respectful to the opponent.
I agree.
All right. Speaking about this particular game, Hagen did play Exchange Sacrifice with takes on d5 and 94. I really love it.
Yeah.
It's a nice idea. I think this is something that everybody will play in a blitz game automatically. Just gives you the easier game. I think here Queen X on d5 is going to follow. And this leaves a rather interesting position where White has sacrifice in exchange for a pawn.
Yeah.
And there's multiple weaknesses. The question is it enough?
That's a good question.
Yeah, so Black would love to trade a couple of pieces,
Yeah.
but I don't think he can do that.
Yeah,
And
there's
White has some game. Yeah?
no kingside attack for Black anymore, which we were talking a little bit about before. So.
Right. Here for Black is going to be quite tough
Yeah,
to make the next moves. There's also an 86 threat.
it's not easy to find a plan or even a
There's
move.
a5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the queens. Do you want to change the queens? Like I can go queen f7.
Well, yeah, but there's a pawn also on d6.
Ah,
Maybe
yeah,
you
so-
have to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a move.
Then I'll get some lines and diagonals.
Yeah, but it's a
Yeah.
big decision.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
argue.
for sure. Yeah,
Like I could take it and
now it's a bishop and 2 pawns.
yeah, rook d8, and now I'm gonna trade the queens myself.
Yeah.
Now I have material advantage.
Yep, exactly.
So I don't think it's a decision you can take lightly.
With 30 minutes, so
Yeah, and if you play rook d8, there's gonna be 96
then
now.
I'm already too slow.
I'm gonna always watch out for knight g4. I mean, the bishop stands here,
Yeah.
but I can just play h3. No, it's a very nice practical choice.
Yeah.
So in my eyes, Kaiten made the correct move, and Kostov has lead a pretty unpleasant defense. But I mean, it's probably not like super terrible. You still need to formulate things you want to do. Like maybe the knight on e5 stands well, but maybe not that well. How about I put it on f6,
Yeah. Okay,
play d5?
now I'll probably not have enough time to go to e6 with my knight, so
Yeah,
we'll have some
maybe I can
intermezzo.
still, by the way, do that. Kill the bishop.
My
put the bishop
intermezzos
on
don't
e4.
work, yeah.
Yeah. So looking good for Haiten.
Yep.
Then we have, who do we have?
Board 10 and 11 as well, but
10, 11, but they're not really in the
yeah,
contention.
exactly. So let's go back to board number 2 maybe, where we had the fight.
Yeah. Let's check very quickly. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a big fight. You know, we're gonna definitely check it a bit more closely. So this is the current game of Jakubski against Kazakowski. The bar says is equal. It's an equal
Triple
position.
zeros, yeah, as
And
always.
and before we're gonna jump to that, the players have still plenty of time. We are gonna make our very first break because the fight for the win in the tournament is still possible for these players. So one player already has 7 points out of 9. Actually, the plan is that he's gonna be here for us as a guest in the studio. Grandmaster Nikita Meshkov. I'm not really sure he has arrived or not. I hope we are gonna see him after the break, but in a moment we're simply gonna make a break and see what happens. So, dear viewers, hope you enjoyed the coverage. Write your questions in the chat. I see you're pretty active today, and I'll hope to see you once again after the break. See you soon. We're back, dear viewers, and we have a very special guest here with us, Latvian Grandmaster Nikita Meshkov, who has already finished his tournament with 7 points out of 9. Very solid performance, 5 victories, 4 draws, and a realistic shot to win the tournament. We still don't know it yet. Of course, there might be some players who are gonna still catch up with him and potentially overtake. We'll see how it's gonna turn out. But Nikita, first and foremost, congratulations with your strong performance.
Hi, Artur. Yeah, thank you very much. It's pleasant to be here.
Yeah, your maybe quick impressions. How is the tournament running for you so far? Because I know that for you the start was a bit rough, right? Like you're feeling a bit under the weather, but did you like manage to find your pace in the tournament and then?
Yeah, I think that's pretty critical what happened with me in the beginning because, yeah, when you're not feeling well, I guess it's important just to not to be over ambitious in this moment. So I tried to play safe, and surprisingly it worked out even better than I thought. So yeah, and after I got a couple of victories, then yeah, it just went smoothly.
All right. Yeah, today you played a pretty quick draw. We did not get the chance to see you on camera. Maybe you can tell a bit about your preparation, your expectations for today's game.
Yeah, actually, it was pretty funny because there was only five moves in our game, but even though the game finished in like 10 minutes, but I prepared for the last round, and so if you can show it,
Yeah, sure.
on the board, basically there is one important moment in the opening. So yeah, I'm playing with black, and so here after knight f3, we used to analyze Queen's Indian and play for the long time. Yeah, so b6 is like one major option, and yeah, then the game could go like many possible directions. a6 is my yeah, pretty much top choice lately. So I'm already mastered it with then forcing white to go knight c3 and d5. So this is like major discussion. But here, yeah, preparing for the game, I noticed that Podluzhny plays knight c3 lately, and in this position you can go like 5 different ways or even more, and I could transpose to my main system, which is a6. I used to play bishop b4, for instance. That's Rogozin defense. I used to play also, tried a couple of times c6, which is semi-Slav, and knight bd7. So there are details, but the reason why I chose to play d takes c4 is that after this move, white has 2 main options, either e3 or e4. So if white goes e4, it sort of signalizes that your opponent is ambitious and he wants to play for a win, and then maybe we can show to our audience that after b5, e5, knight d5, white regains the pawn, black gets plays knight b6, and yeah, this game could go like any direction.
Yeah.
Definitely 3-result game. But at the same time, if your opponent plays e3, it most likely means that he wants to play for equality. And yeah, after he played e3, he immediately offered for a draw. And I was like, okay. And also I noticed that Podluzhny, I think, had very good result in Olympiad. He made quite a few draws against 2650. So yeah, he's a very stable player. And I thought there is no reason to take risks with black in the last round.
I think you play something like c5, yeah, after that.
Usually I play a6 here, and after bishop c4, b5, bishop b7. So this is pretty safe, yeah.
Yeah, some c5, knight e7, and then if white wants some equality, he can still take on c5.
Yeah, basically I can show one interesting line. So after bishop b7, no, in the end, yeah. So yeah, this bishop b3 is the most ambitious move, but after short castle, if you want to go for inequality, it's better to go c5 immediately, because if you go knight b d7, there's a very ambitious e4 move here. And after knight takes c4, there's knight e4, bishop e4, and knight g5, and yeah, it could easily go south. So
Yeah. Okay.
basically, yeah, that was my preparation, and well, you know that very often many things are behind the scenes.
Yeah,
So,
that's as logical, very logical, of course. So speaking about the other games, have you been following how they are ongoing? What's your typical approach? For example, you lead in the tournament, or for you it's it really depends your final score, how the opponents are going to play. Are you following how they're doing, or you have like tradition not to follow and just see what's going to happen? It's going to happen.
yeah, one thing I wanted to say is thank you to the tournament organizers and also tournament commentators, because I was following almost every single day your broadcast.
Thank you.
So yeah, I first of all I enjoyed the commentaries, and the second important thing, I wanted to see what's happening in other games, because okay, you play the game, you have only a few hours to sort of prepare for the next round, and following the broadcast, you can easily see some tendencies. So yeah, it helped me a lot, actually. So thank you to both of you. And yeah, speaking about following the games, usually when I prepare for the game, I want to see how my opponent place in the tournament. Yeah, so I saw that, for instance, Podluzhny did very well in this tournament. He had a bit bumpy start, but otherwise, yeah, very stable.
Yeah. All right. So I think that here, of course, for you, a better result would be this game would finish in a draw, but I don't think it's going to happen. And the game was very sharp from the beginning. So maybe your preferences of what you're seeing, or perhaps your experience with the advanced Caro?
Not really with either color. Although I started playing Caro as one of the options lately with black. But well, we have a privilege to see a evil bar, yeah, which
yeah, I can turn it off actually. Yeah, it's somehow distracting.
Which makes things way easier, because your starting point is that you already know like the objective evaluation, but when you're in this wild forest of insane lines and you don't know the evaluation, it makes things way more complex.
Yeah, we just saw, by the way, a double exclam move. I think the point here is that after bishop takes on d1, yeah, we saw that white is doing much better. I think here's bishop h3 check, and this king is simply going to get checkmate.
Right.
And I assume also bishop d7 or rook d7, you can just take it, and somehow this will be punished by queen b7, rook d1. It just feels that this king is not where you want to place.
Yeah, exactly.
So this was a pretty sharp opening, and this was a advanced Caro. And there was a moment when Jakubowski sacrificed a pawn. Kazakowski accepted it. He played a long castle and played a very nice idea, g5 to distract the queen, e5, bishop a7, and bishop d6. Here, Engine marks this as a potential huge mistake. And why is that? Because I'm seeing that if you play queen x on g5, there's going to be some problems with bishop a6.
Ouch.
Yeah, and whatever is this?
Oof. Yeah.
Bishop c6, queen b6 potentially.
Yeah, this looks really bad. To be honest, I don't really like Kazakowski's strategy for the final game. I understand that it's like either you win or it's nothing, so you have to take risks. But yeah, I think king's safety is one of the key factors, especially when we're having this time control 90 minutes for the whole game. So as soon as you go below the yellow line, so it basically means that you could be in a deep trouble. So this risk management is very important in this tournament.
Right. Yeah. So bishop d6 was played. He decided not to take on g5. G takes on f6 marks as a miss. Looks pretty human move to me. Bishop g4 counterattack, and this move rook g1. Yeah, very very inspired move. Actually, the move bishop g4. It's quite difficult move to me. I mean, what was the idea? Rook g1, bishop f3. Was this no? But there's bishop h3.
I think it's much simpler because after bishop g4 he attacks the rook.
Yeah, but why? Why? Maybe there was no easy move because bishop c6 is still bishop h3. Sorry. What's going on? Can't draw the arrow.
Yeah, it's not only difficult for the players but for commentators as well. Mouse is not following. You know what? I'm extremely surprised about the energy Jakubowski plays in the last round because, I have my personal experience against him because we had a very positional game and then suddenly he just collapsed in the moment when he had to calculate like simple line, I would say.
Yeah.
And here he is playing like so aggressively. And also pay attention to the time management.
Yeah, 25 minutes for black already.
That's huge time advantage for him, and position is better. So, also, on the one hand, in the beginning of the broadcast, you mentioned that Kazakowski were on the very top, basically throughout the whole event, but at the same time, he missed many things in critical moments. Yeah, so even though he is very stable, but he couldn't just convert many games. Like yesterday, he was trying hard. Before that, he I think played against Andrei Yashkin.
He missed Queen A1 in one move.
Yeah. So there was a lot of misses, and I think this signalizes that he's not in the very top shape. And well, who knows? Maybe Jakubowski is about to finish the tournament in a very high note.
No, that's totally crazy because he started the tournament with a loss against Platonovs, which I think for him was embarrassing. Not because he lost to the young talent, but the way he lost it, right? Yeah. He just played so badly. He had this weird rook maneuver, basically did everything himself. And then for Platonovs, again, not to take anything away from him, but Krzysztof just played a terrible game, and then he scored 4 victories in a row. Then came the strange loss to you, like he gave up the piece for nothing, and now again he's on fire. So no prisoners taken, like no draws for Jakubowski so far in the tournament.
Yeah. But, I like this saying that Grandmaster can play one game like a passer, like one bad game can happen to anyone. But the rest, usually other games in the tournament, the average level should be much higher. While speaking about the amateur players, they can play 1 or 2 really, really good games, but the average level should be below that. Yes.
Yeah, but Nikita, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but there is a move, Queen takes on f6, which marks as a losing move already for Kazakowski. So I have the evaluation bar on the live board, which says this is winning, and even without a question mark, I think that here there's so many moving elements in this position that there might be something. I think there could be some tactical solution. Wait, what kind of tactical solution? Why not just take the bishop?
I guess Queen f5?
Queen f5. That's why. So the point is rook takes on g4, Queen f5.
Yeah, the question is how difficult it is, because I don't see it immediately.
Let me just put it on the board.
Sure.
I have some ideas. So this is an attack. And I'm thinking, is there a way I can give up the rook so that there's bishop h3?
Right.
I was thinking rook d3, and I was getting excited. Queen g4 is bishop h3, but there's queen f1.
Probably not rook d3. But yeah, I think rook g4 definitely is the most promising option.
I am not sure I even see immediately. Like queen, I could probably do some elimination method. Queen c to queen g4, okay. I feel it's somehow with this bishop h3 connected. But how?
Yeah, I don't see it immediately.
Maybe like this. And the king is weak with some rook d1, rook c1 ideas. I mean, these are ideas, but
But it's far from being obvious.
no,
right?
it's not obvious.
No. But I think, yeah, actually, I like this idea with c4 somehow, because black can't really take control over the h3 square. And if black captures on c4 in that line, in the end of the line,
Yeah, let's maybe put it again.
yeah. So, yeah, white gives up an exchange, but attack continues. And again, bishop h3 is a huge threat. And if black captures on c4, then rook c1, for instance, or even maybe bishop c4 looks really annoying.
Yeah, bishop c4 is a different idea. There's bishop e6.
Yeah. And rook c1 comes regardless. So,
Yeah, but this is again not so clear. Yeah, like rook e8, rook c1, bishop c7, and holding on somehow. Okay, maybe there's some spectacular bishop a6 and queen b8.
yeah, yeah.
Like if I'm playing with white, this is my first idea I'm thinking about. Oh, boom, rook g4 is on the board.
Okay, so
And he just played it like in 6 minutes. I think this sends a very clear signal. Jakubowski knows this is winning. Wow,
okay.
look at it. He's just on fire.
Oh my goodness. Again, we don't know yet if it's correct or not, but that was our assumption.
What's your reaction if you're Kazakowski?
Well, I'm not satisfied with my life, and yeah.
Even if you don't see what's wrong with it, I think you just, boom, this is happening on the board.
I'm so surprised that he's playing it so
Wow.
quickly.
This
Wow.
is Jakubowski 2.0.
Whew.
Like, compared how he was playing against you and against Platonov's
Just a different player.
different player completely. But anyway, that's why he is a GM. He was a strong GM, and now he's dropped like 24-43. But Krzysztof is definitely a strong grandmaster, and these ratings, they're really, really tricky. And now, yeah, now I have actually the confirmation bar from the live board. This is correct. So even with like we kind of made it work, and it just confirms, yeah, all of this is completely crushing.
Yeah, I guess Kazakowski needs a miracle in this position to survive, because, yeah, the king's safety. I mean, with this time control, king's safety is so important. Although it feels like 1.5 hours is still a lot, but when you're down to 20 minutes, it just means that you have no time to solve the problems.
Actually, I sometimes call the 90-minute games as a long rapid.
Yeah, right.
It's like you play at the opening, you think a bit, and you're like down in 30 minutes or so. Yeah, so
Yeah, I remember I had a discussion with Igor Kovalenko some 8 years ago, and he was like half jokingly mentioned about playing on time with this classical time control.
Yeah.
So you remember he always
Yeah.
played like very lightning speed, and yeah, basically he was just putting so much pressure on his opponents from starting from move 1. Then, yeah, if you were spending a bit more time than you actually have to, then you could be in really deep trouble.
wow. Yeah.
Okay, but
But yeah, okay. Angel says it's losing, but can we still find some practical chances? Because bishop h3, by the way, maybe I can play some queen c4 at the right moment. So if I play rook d7,
yeah, I was about to suggest the same move.
yeah, is it so bad? Here, queen c4.
And yeah, you take on d6. This is
bad.
GG, game over. Insert coin, please.
Yeah. Okay.
But there are no coins because this is the last round.
There's no coins, unfortunately.
Oof.
It's really rough. Yeah, like you're having the tournament, miss chances, and then you get slaughtered like that in the final round. I think all of us, we've been in this situation.
Like 6 years ago, 2019 was probably the worst year in my career in terms of last rounds, because I think I lost about 5 games in the last rounds.
Oh.
Almost, I think 4 or 5 tournaments, playing every single game with black and losing in the last round. It's very difficult.
Yeah, but then then it seems that Kazakowski just already went wrong. I don't know where. Like, okay, this opening, like there was this moment, I was really surprised that he didn't play bishop b4 check.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it's so natural move. With bishop d2, you play either bishop c5 or you play queen b6. It's basically the same position. And it was very surprising for me that he did not even fight for the d pawn.
Yeah.
He played this, knight e4, and white got some pressure. And
But also, I think we have to mention that Jakubowski played just exceptional game up until this moment.
oh, okay, there's some human mistakes. Yeah, like, for example, I can show you some engine lines actually, and I'm going to turn it on since we already passed it. So here, okay, this is, by the way, a shot. Bishop a4, pinning the queen and the rook.
There's bishop h3 or?
Yeah, bishop h3, f5. Bishop f5 is queen f5 with the check. Queen b6. Bishop takes on d1. I'm not sure if these lines even make any sense. Queen e6, rook d7. White at least has a draw. No, wait, there's no draw. White is just crashing.
Okay, like basically to make things way easier for our audience and also for us, it's just all about king's safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the position, is very chaotic, and basically there are some tactical nuances, and as you said in one of the previous broadcasts, that engine has no soul. Yeah. So he has no feelings whatsoever. So he's just calculate. Okay, I find the right sequence. But for a human, we have fares. We have we have to calculate all of these lines, and of course, it's much more difficult when your king is under attack.
Yeah. So far, I mean, Jakubowski just made one human mistake. This was the move g6. Oh, sorry, here. The human move g5, which is very human, luring away the queen, and here apparently black was the equalizer with queen a4.
Oh.
Which is a move you're not looking at all. Yeah, so I would understand you're looking at the line of bishop a4. Bishop a4, bishop h3, f5, you see the line here, and you start to feel like something stinks here terribly. Yeah, like I don't like this. So you drop it, and queen a4 just doesn't look to be a move, and bishop d6 was like a normal move. You complete development, and g6 and f6, while not super precise, it keeps a large advantage. Maybe this is a losing move already, bishop g4, after the genius move rook g1.
Yeah. But okay, I mean, he went for a huge fight, and you have to be ready to be under the pressure if it happens.
All right, so this might mean that Jakubowski could score 7 out of 9, share the first place. I think you still have a much better tiebreaker, but what a game.
Yeah. So far, very impressive.
Yeah, very, very nice game. Could be potentially the game of the tournament so far. Like, very impressed to see. So here we see the game of Sebastian Bogner against Daniel Kopilow. That's the position. They are playing on the left side of the screen.
Yeah, I wanted to say that Sebastian in general, he's a very classy player. He used to be 26, over 26 for sure, maybe 26, 30. So he's a very high-class grandmaster. And also yesterday when I briefly prepared against him, I noticed that mostly he's playing with black in a very classical manner. He's just trying to neutralize his opponents and sort of maintain this balance.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And with white, he's striking.
yeah.
You know, we have in Russian language there is such a word for that. I'm not even sure it exists in English speaking. Let me just say it, Beletsvetchik. How do I say that in English?
Yeah, I mean the one who
White collars chick.
yeah.
Something like that, yeah. There are players who really specialize with the white collar.
Yeah.
Yeah, white collars chick. Yeah, that's the best translation I can give. White collars chick. Yeah. Oh, e5, by the way, great move. The point is bishop e5 is going to be d6.
But also, yeah, what I like about his playing style is that he's playing very stable, but at the same time, when it comes to the right moment, he's always taking risks and plays it aggressively.
Yeah. So we looked at the opening. This was the opening, yeah. Just I'm not sure you were following some. I thought it was anti-Grunfeld, turned out to be your classical Grunfeld. White secured, pretty nice advantage. Played d5, bishop d3.
Okay, so there's some issue with the b7 pawn, yeah.
And the e7 as well.
Yeah.
There's some pressure. A black played f5, which is a mistake. So f5, by the way, is a common move in the Grunfeld. Alas, it does not work here.
It's very human reaction, I would say, because he's under the pressure. Rook on b1 is active, bishop on a3 is also very well placed, and you want to get some activity. You don't want to spend half of your game in the passive defense.
Right. Yeah, so f5 gets to the pawn on d5. h3 solves the problem. So he took on f3, he played knight c4, he wants to kill one of the bishops, and I think at the end of the line, he simply did not see move e5.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, like he thought like e takes on f5 is going to be rook takes on f5, the pawn is under attack, everything is good, rook takes on b7, attack on e4, boom. Lights out. Like, what do you do? Now, I think this bishop takes on e5, if I'm not terribly mistaken, there's d6. And after e6, it feels like there should be something here. Like, I'm not immediately seeing it, but with such a pawn on d6, on disconnected black pieces, it just asks for something. Queen e2 is rook e4, so it doesn't work immediately.
Maybe just rook b7?
Rook b7, yeah.
I mean, black has such a weak king, and I think queen b3 is coming.
Yeah.
Maybe d7 is coming.
Maybe even immediately queen b3.
Maybe queen b3, maybe there's
b5
somehow. But yeah, then we take queen takes b5, you have rook e4.
There's
move.
the other attack. Yeah. This also could be a move. Queen e6 is a massive threat. d7. It's so bad.
Also, you have to consider rook fe1 maybe.
So
after bishop takes
takes
d6, e6, and
rook e1. Simple move.
I mean, rook c3 is a move here, so maybe he's doing okay, but
either way, no matter how you look, black is suffering everywhere.
yeah, I think worth mentioning that he's also down to 18 minutes. So always you have to evaluate the position, but also pay attention to the time management, because position could be balanced, but if you're on the defensive side and you have to find some precise moves, having only 15 minutes, this could be a torture for you.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So Bogner also looking really good here, and Jakubowski is winning. So there's huge games, huge fights on top boards.
Yeah.
Let's maybe check another one. I was, by the way, Nikita, speaking about you, what's been your typical, like, daily schedule in the tournament? So if you would explain to somebody, for a typical chess fan who's watching, how does the tournament schedule look like? Here you have the double rounds, what you're doing in the morning, what you're doing in the evening, how you're preparing.
Yeah, so first of all, speaking about the tournament in general, I always pay attention to the schedule. And based on that, I sort of build up my strategy for the tournament. And I knew that 3 double rounds is a very sporty schedule. So there is very little time to prepare, very little time to recover if something bad happens, or if you didn't convert winning position or something like that. So I try to be stable and pretty much with both colors. I didn't want to take too much risks, but at the same time I wanted to to be able to navigate my games comfortably because of the time format. And also lately I'm doing this very disciplined routine during the tournament. So I have my smartwatch, but it's over there. So I'm always paying attention to the how much hours do I sleep.
Wow.
Yeah, so I even have like my Excel table where I note everything, and so typical 8 hours sleep is absolutely necessary. So like 11 p.m. I'm in my bed, and it's basically a rule. So because I want to wake up at 8, maybe slightly before 8, go for the breakfast. Yeah, and also one thing that so I never check my opponents the same day in the evening. So I check the pairings the day when I have to play.
That's interesting. I have a different approach myself. I never prepare more than one game a day. Like if there's double rounds, there's different. But if I have a morning round, I always prepare in the morning. That's the rule I have. Okay, I haven't used your
Yeah,
strategy.
I mean, I think that there are definitely many ways how to do that, but the point is that when you know the pairing, you're sort of building up some strategies. You have a bunch of thoughts about what you have to do or this or that way, and it doesn't change anything. Yeah, so basically, you just need to recover in the evening and take some rest. So to be fresh and have a clear mind for the upcoming games.
Yeah, so a very sporting regime, so to speak.
Yeah. So, and also it's not the first tournament. Like already several tournaments in a row, I'm following this disciplined routine, like all the professionals have in the big sports. So, and I think it actually helps me a lot. So I know that today I have, in the morning when I woke up, I had 72% of my body battery. That's what my smartwatch
Oh, really? It tells you even the percentage?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, and also it's interesting that in the beginning of the tournament, obviously it was higher, because you're like more relaxed, and the closer to the end of the tournament, of the distance, you're going a bit lower and lower, but it's exceptionally important to sleep well. To have a clear mind.
I'm gonna get such a watch.
Yeah, definitely. It's life-changing, I would say.
All right. Okay. I like that. All right. So let's look at this game, which potentially is another potential contender for the top 3. Tomas Larusas against Sharan. So Larusas is the one who is trying to do something, but black is so incredibly solid, so it's going to be really difficult. But speaking about Thomas. Is there something you would like to talk a bit more from your experience? How do chess professionals cope with the loss of the rating? Because Thomas had like 2587 or 86, doesn't really matter, but 80 plus points more in April. Now he's rated 2500. He had a pretty disastrous results in the summer, and you definitely have done this yourself, Nikita. You were rated 2585, you dropped to almost like 2520. I also myself in my career, I have dropped like 80 points, and I could tell maybe my experience. So what is like your approach now that you are regained rating, your philosophy towards that?
Yeah, that's a very good question, and I think it's, first of all, it's very tough mentally, yeah, because when things are going good, you're feeling like you're the god, basically, yeah. And when things are going bad, then you don't want to exist, you don't want to be there in the tournament, and you don't want to play chess, to see chess, you just need a break. Yeah, I mean, I know how it feels. So I guess my approach usually when things are not going good is just to stop this negative tendency and not to be very ambitious in this moment. When things are not going well, okay, like maybe the best what you can do is not to continue this fall. Yeah, and okay, like if it's not a good day, just there's no reason to make it even worse with trying to show some exceptional performance. And one more thought that actually helped me a lot lately, I've heard that there is not a single person in the world who has 100% of his energy and abilities like every single day. Like basically today you wake up, maybe you have 72%, yesterday it could be 50, tomorrow it could be 100. Yeah, so I think it's important to build up your strategy also based on the real situation. There are many factors, and I think you mentioned that in the previous broadcasts as well. So sometimes you just need to be solid, and that's why I'm not a big fan of this evil bar, because it shows you some like objective reality, but it's not Stockfish and Leela and whatever these neural networks who are playing the games. It's like Meshkovs, Larus's, Bogner and others, and they have this different sort of system. Yeah, and system could work better someday, and yeah, some days are just terrible. So I think
now you're recovering slowly, yeah? Like not slowly, like pretty decently. You've had a pretty good string of results lately. Once again.
Basically my goal for this tournament was just to get 7 points. I managed to do that.
Why 7?
Because I wanted to score +5 victories.
You mean 7 points out of 9?
Yeah.
I thought like 7 rating points.
No.
Why 7 rating points?
I never think about the rating. I just want to stay unbeaten. And I think that before the tournament, I thought my optimal result is 5 victories and 4 draws.
Right.
So technically, you can get 7 out of 9 and probably didn't even get any plus rating, or you could get like a lot of rating. So it depends. But I wanted just to stay solid.
All right. Okay. Nice answer. So looking at Larus's attempts here, so Larus also was the one who dropped a lot of rating points. Now he's winning some in this tournament, a bit struggling in some games. How would you rate his chances here to realistically try to win? I'm not really sure what the engine here says. Okay, I checked very quickly the bar here. It's for the viewers, really, not for us. And it says white is tiny bit better, but how would you say realistically he can make any progress here?
That's a good question. Actually, I prefer to play with white because I like knights more than the bishops, and also queen with a knight could be very unpleasant, especially in the time trouble. And I also don't like the c5 pawn, but I think Aaron Nimzowicz said many years ago that with one weakness it's not enough, and I'm afraid it's the case.
You do know what Igor told about this.
Yes, and I like this philosophy that the second weakness. Nimzowicz said that if there's one weakness, you have to create the second weakness. But Igor Kovalenko, I think it originally comes from him, that the second weakness is our opponent. Which is
it's enough.
Yeah, it's brilliant phrase.
Just got to keep the positive spirits. Yeah, I don't know. I think that also I agree with your assessment that here White has the better knight against. Technically, it doesn't really seem like a bad bishop. It looks like a good bishop, but when it's gonna go to the endgame, unfortunately for Black, this bishop is very predictable. You can only
Yeah.
use the dark square, so I maybe can trade the queens and then dominate the light squares, and this bishop is just a bystander.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, and also, what about your approach when things are not going your way? And yeah, like Thomas lost a lot of rating points. And also he played a lot of tournaments. I think he played like 6 or 7 in a row.
I can tell exactly how it was for me. So I remember it very clearly. It was something like 2016. I got career high rating 2631. I just defeated Pavel Ulyanov in Bundesliga game with the black color. So my live rating was 2637. And I thought, okay, here we go. Top 100 easily. I'm gonna reach it. Then I lost the next game against Inarkiev. And ever since, I dropped like every weekend, every tournament, like 5 points here, 10 points there, 5 points here, 10 points there. It was never an increase, it was always a decrease. And I remember I was like, oh, look at that. I'm like 26, 10, 20. I have to fight back. 26, 10, 2600, 2590. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, 2590. This is embarrassing. You know? I am about to fight back. 2580. 2570. I just can't believe I can't do nothing. So I dropped like 2552, whatever. Yeah. And then I had a couple of discussions with some other fellow grandmasters, most notably Bartosz Stochko. And he told me he also had a rating drop, like 80 points. And he said it's going to come back at some point. And the most important thing is just not to focus on it too much. So for me, it was like I was dropping rating half a year. Maybe more. Like it was non-stop. Like I'm not doing anything terribly wrong. It's just I'm just not playing that good, and that was the moment. Yeah, when I realized maybe my 2600 something was the ceiling. Yeah, because when you are there, you don't know it's a ceiling, and then I realized maybe that was the ceiling, but I got it back at some point.
Right, yeah.
So I stopped thinking about it and I got it back. Like then I dropped it again, but that's a different story. So most important, I think, advice I could give is not to worry about the rating at all. Like this is what also Badur Jubava once told me. I asked him, how did you cope with your drop from 2700 to 2580? And Badur said, I just don't care. Like people know me anyway. They know what I'm capable of. And it doesn't really affect me. I can still win strong open tournaments. So
right.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I think the best results comes when you're focusing on your chess rather than on your rating.
Yeah.
Like some mathematical expectation. So.
All right. Okay. Is there somebody you want to check? Maybe from other games?
Yeah, you can decide which seems to you the most.
Maybe since we're Latvians, Reinis Valds against Hagen.
Okay.
You're one of your previous opponents. Like you scored a very important victory over Hagen.
Yeah, it was such a thriller. Yeah, very very difficult, and that game took so much energy from me.
The Sicilian Sveshnikov.
Yeah, just round 7. And it was also a double round, which makes things even more complex. Yeah, once again, I see the evil bar, but...
Evil bar.
Evil bar.
It is evil.
Yeah, it is evil. So... That's something what I constantly say to my students, that you shouldn't focus too much on this 0.5 or 1 point something. Just let's try to use the old system, which is think about king safety. I don't like king on d2. Okay, whatever. There are some double pawns, so issues, but yeah, something that could be extremely important, especially in the time scramble, is king safety. So if he managed to find some safe spot, let's say trade knights and then escape with the king somewhere to the king side, let's say king e2, f2, g2. I think that white has very decent chances. But at the same time, if not, it could be very tough. But of course, the game of chess is very concrete, so you have to watch.
Chess is card.
Yeah.
Yeah, chess is card. Like you explain somebody a concept and then you show him 10 ways how the concept doesn't work. It seems that here Reines has sacrificed a pawn. He's ready to sacrifice the pawn, like he's going after the king, right? So here, the question is, how should you react? Because you want to trade the queens, I think, from the white's perspective. But maybe black is not going to be in the mood. Like, take with the bishop is the safer move.
Well, you know that the knight is the best defender,
Right.
technically. But once again, it's very move by move. So I'm not sure. Let's say after queen takes f4, maybe black can play rook d8, intermezzo. So you have to go king a1 to protect the rook. And here bishop b4 comes. So and c3 is the only move, but exactly the case where it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So you have some rule, and then it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. So a queen f4, I think rook d8 is impossible. Knight takes on the 4 looks scary.
Yeah, I agree. It looks scary, but at the same time, maybe...
But it's concrete.
But
yeah?
maybe concretely it's not bad, because knight is coming to d3 to protect.
Right,
and,
I forgot about 93.
and queen e6 also is an idea to... Let's say after rook f8, maybe white can just take on e6 with the queen and trade queens, sort of...
Okay, white is up a pawn, but I mean this. Yeah, white could go here, and knight takes on e6 is still either this or maybe go for.
No, I think you absolutely want to trade.
Yeah, probably.
Queens. That's like a top priority in this position.
Yeah, queen e6, of course. Yeah. So yeah, this could be a move, and. But just thinking, I don't think rook d8 makes any sense here. Bishop b4 doesn't look right. Something like, I think it's a bit too much.
Yeah, you can't win with only one rook.
Yeah. And bishop b4 was played. This is happening.
Yeah, I like it, and I think that modern chess is obviously not only about being concrete, but at the same time, there is strategic element, but you always have to use this very concrete approach almost in every single position.
By the way, there's some big developments in the game of Kazakowski against.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Against Jakubski. Oh, he just won. Oh, he resigns.
Oh wow, huge win.
Yeah, we
Huge
just
win.
saw on screen Kazakowski just resigned, and we did not see the last moves. So,
but I think we predicted it almost till the end, right?
yeah.
So we had this position, and then bishop's. Wow, what a move!
I think we're discussing bishop a6 here, which probably also wins.
What a move! This bishop f1, bishop h3 is such a classy move.
Boom, boom, boom.
And rook c7. Oh, wow.
Oh, where's the mate? Actually, I'm not even following.
Mate in 2.
Mate in 2.
Okay, technically in 3, but...
Why I'm why I'm not seeing it?
Or in 4.
It increases.
I see 2 ways how to checkmate the king.
Really? I don't see none.
Yeah.
Check here, here. Okay,
Yeah.
I found it.
And also I think you can play... okay, yeah, that's the simplest one, I guess.
Wow. What a game. This potentially was the game of the tournament. Yeah, and you can see, of course, Jakubowski is very happy. He has arrived here with the family, and I talked with him briefly after some rounds. Like he said, the family enjoys some time here. They're just with the kids. They're spending time. at the park, and I said, "Don't you regret that you're playing yourself?" And I think right now, Krzysztof is definitely not regretting playing.
What an incredible comeback after losing in the first round. And yeah, I mean, Valery played really good throughout the whole event, but yeah, in the last round, it's all that matters.
That's how it goes. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's one more game. Of course, I won't keep you, Nikita, for too long. Maybe while we're watching this game of Bogner against Kopilow, you can tell something about your future plans, where you're planning to play next. What's your schedule look like?
Yeah, I'm planning to play Paul Keres Memorial Blitz and Rapid today and tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna play there as well.
And to be honest, I'm a huge fan of classical chess. That's what I love the most. But at the same time, I'm so much looking forward to playing Blitz and Rapid because you know it's just one day, and after such a tough like 5 or 6 days,
Yeah.
5 6 days, a classical tournament, you can just enjoy this faster time controls. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do. And after that, okay, the league season is about to start in September. So a bunch of leagues, like for me, it's typically Sweden, Finland, Germany, and also maybe some new team championships. So yeah, and in the end of the year, I'm planning to go to the famous Rilton Cup in Sweden.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so yeah.
All right. Yeah, maybe some final words about the tournament. Like you said, you like the organizing, I understand. You like the city, the food, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, to be honest, okay, probably what I have to say is that Estonia is probably definitely in top 3 countries where I like to play chess, and yeah, somehow it's just such a great place from all points of views. Like playing hall, very good. Conditions, hotel, very good. There is something to do after the games. So let's say, speaking about discipline, I several times in the evening after the second game, I went to the swimming pool. So to switch to do something active, not only spend hours in front of the chessboard. So yeah, also thank you to the organizers for such an opportunity, and yeah, it's pleasure to be here. I really like that it worked well for me. Whatever the final result will be, yeah, I could finish first or potentially even fourth, but yeah, I spent a very good time here and hope to be back maybe in the next year.
Yeah, I'm also thinking that I can't wait for the Rapid and Blitz. I've been doing the commentary for 6 days, and I'm watching how everybody plays. Like I'm thinking, I want to play myself. I'm gonna reveal a small secret in between the commentaries. I was playing some Bullet just to sharpen up myself. So I hope I'm not going to be totally out of shape. But listen, Nikita, thanks again for coming here. Congratulations with your result. We'll see which is going to be your place, either the first place or the second place. That depends on the tie breaks. But dear viewers, we are going to make a very short break, and Margaret is going to be back with me in several minutes. So this was Grandmaster Nikita Meshkov, my friend, countryman, fellow Grandmaster, teammate in the Latvian national team. So we'll be seeing you shortly. Don't go anywhere and enjoy the coverage of the final round. See you very, very soon. We're coming back live from the final round of the Paul Keres Memorial here in Estonia. Pärnu essentially is the summer capital city of Estonia. And the final round is approaching the finish line. We just saw a couple of games wrapping up, most notably Krzysztof Jakubowski scoring a very, very impressive victory over Valery Kazakowski. And I just had Nikita Meshkov, my friend and countryman from Latvia, in the commentary studio. But Margaret is back, and we're about to continue.
Yeah, I think let's do.
Let's continue. And by the way, just as we're about to jump back into action, Sebastian Bogner has won his game against Daniel Kopilow. He played a really flawless game, and here you can see the players are still sitting at their tables discussing what could have been done potentially better by both players. But this also means that there are now 3 leaders, 3 winners, 7 points out of 9. They are Nikita Meshkov, Krzysztof Jakubowski, and Sebastian Bogner. And speaking about Jakubowski, there's one thing I didn't realize.
Yeah, he actually was the winner of last year's edition. So he's the reigning champion, I guess. And yeah.
So he
defending
plays really well here in Pärnu.
Yeah, he has his family here, so maybe that helps, yeah.
Right.
His wife, his kid, they're all resting here.
He won the last year. He's sharing the first place this year. I don't think he is going to win, though, this year because his tiebreak, unfortunately for him, is slightly worse. But it's very impressive anyway,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, very consistent.
Very consistent and good results. So maybe I'm just going to show on the screen the final moves of this game. It actually wrapped up very quickly here after e5. Rook e4 was played, d6, white marches forward, takes, bishop takes on d6, the rook needs to be defended, rook e1, white traded the rook here, rook takes, queen e4, queen a2, and now the e-pawn simply marches forward. e7, rook g2, final trick, king h1.
King h1. Yeah.
Really nice.
Yep.
So why did not take on g2? Because the the rook on b won't be left defenseless, and after king h1 there's no more checks, and the e-pawn is unstoppable. Very, very nice and clean victory by the Swiss Grandmaster.
And this means that there's only Thomas Larus who can potentially catch the leaders, yeah?
Yeah,
Yes,
so
he has
Larus is the last one with 6 out of 8.
Yep, exactly. All other games have finished.
Yeah, so maybe that's the game we can now jump to and see how realistic are his chances. And I think I'm gonna also enlarge the camera
Yeah.
because now there's no need
Yeah.
for anybody else to be on the screen. Let me see what's the best potentially I can do. By the way, there's also Valds that's sitting next to him, so maybe I'm gonna also include him in the picture.
Yep. Board 5, Hagen patch against Valds.
Pardon my editing skills, they're not really great.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice. Yep, we can see them pretty well now. Yeah.
All right. This is the position. We are going to check Reinis's position. Reinis has had pretty okay tournament, one of the Latvian chess talents. But first and foremost, let's see how Larus is doing. He just gets up. And in this position, he has the good knight against sort of a good bishop. But the problem for the bishop, it's pretty predictable.
Yeah. And it's also defending the c5 pawn, so it has its job. It's, I don't know, maybe at some point targeting f2, but it can't obviously do anything with the light squares, so that's what white can control.
I have a question, Margaret. So the last moves for white.
Yep.
This was the position.
Okay.
It's king f1. It's king g2.
Oh.
King g1. King h2. King g2. And king g1. So, is this how you play for the win? Or what's he doing here? Like is white saying I'm happy with a draw,
Or is it trying to do something super smart? Yeah.
or is it trying something super smart? Exactly.
Yeah. But did black like react to the provoking, or black was also going back and forth? Yeah.
No, I mean black was actually improving the position,
He
like
went with the
like in
pawn,
this
yeah.
position. In this position, black improved the pawns on the opposite color of his bishop.
Yep.
You see, he played g6, improved the king. Then he removed the king for whatever reason. He put it back. Now he decided, I'm gonna play f6 instead.
Okay.
Improve the queen. So
Now he's moving the knight.
yeah, what do we make of this?
I don't know. I think he's kind of trying to trick black
Yeah.
in a way, and I don't know, give him the opinion that, oh, like, do you want to do something? And well, black is doing something, so
Maybe actually Larus is happy with a draw because he has right now 6 out of 8. And with the draw, he would
get 6.5.
6.5. That would be like 4th place at best.
Yeah, sharing fourth to I don't know,
4th to something.
fourth to
And for
something. Yeah.
Sharan, the draw doesn't do any good.
Yep.
So maybe actually it's Sharan who is, continuing the fight, because also you can see on the clock he has like 24 minutes versus Larus's 12.
Yeah.
And
also
he
makes sense,
declined the repetition. He's like, Larus doesn't really give me the impression that he's playing for the win with those 5 moves with the king.
That's true.
He's just standing.
Yeah. And in the beginning, we were discussing, oh, Larus is a grandmaster. He's playing with white, so he must be pressing. But yeah, we kind of forgot that maybe Sharan is the one who also wants to win the game.
That's always the thing, right? Queen c7 is going for the cheapo queen g3. You have to give it a try.
That's not going to be plundered.
Yeah, Larus immediately responds, king g2. So the threat, of course, was queen x on g3 with a king on g1. This would be a nasty idea. So king g2, problem solved.
Yeah. But then if you want to do something with black, you have to do it on the king's side. He was advancing some of his
There's
pawns.
like 0 chances for black to win this. Like, I don't know how you can even win this. Like, I'm thinking you could put the queen on c6, pin the pawn somehow, but
I mean, okay, I can go back with my king. I don't even have to allow it.
there's no ideas here. Like, I think that white is so solid, he can put the knight on c4. Everything is protected. Actually, I'm playing here for win with white if I'm like desperate. Like, I'm thinking I could play a g4 at the right moment, generate some counterplay there.
Okay, he went queen to 6, so yeah. But I'm not sure if f5 is even like a actual threat.
Yeah, and maybe this is Larus's only chance actually to catch up with the leaders if Sharan overpresses.
Process.
Yeah, I've seen this happen many times before. Like, he's like perhaps repeating the position. Perhaps he is not even he doesn't mind a draw, or he's like anticipating that the opponent might overpush, and it's gonna give him some chances in the end to catch up with the leaders.
Yeah. But also he's been spending a lot of time, so Sharan still has 10-minute time advantage.
Yeah, and here's one of those moments, exactly. Yeah, so 10-minute advantage for Sharan. And do you play f5? Because that's a move you can't take back.
Yeah, it's a committal decision.
Queen b6 doesn't do
Maybe
anything.
some c4. I'm not sure it's a threat, but
No, it's not a
probably
threat.
right?
Even the bishop f2 is not a threat with c4
Yeah.
and queen e3. So it's not even a threat.
Yep.
Let me check very quickly what's happening in the other game. We're seeing on the screen Hagen Puch against Reynes Valds.
Because they can get to 6.5 points each, so
So they're, like you're seeing, they're next to these players. In the further screen, we can see Puch barely, and in the green hoodie, that's Reynes. White is up a pawn.
yep. But the king is kind of weak.
Yeah. Reynes has been leading a defense for most of the part of the game. He misplayed the opening a bit, and this allowed the German grandmaster to capitalize on the advantage. At some point, he had a pretty large advantage.
It was not so obvious.
Yeah, it was definitely not obvious. And here I'm thinking with the queen on e6. First I need to protect the pawn, but I might play h5, h6.
Mm-hmm.
How about I play h5, h6 right away?
So you sacrifice the c2 pawn, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just an idea.
I don't know. Take it. I have
If
to
you
do
take it, I play
something.
rook d2.
Yep. And then I don't have a check anymore, so yeah, I'll go there.
So I'm threatening something.
Mm-hmm.
Just to show you some ideas. Like, let's say you play a rook f8. I could find something here. Okay, definitely not the best way to play it out.
Mm-hmm.
But like this.
Oh, going to the rook again? Yeah.
Yeah, like winning the pawn on e5.
Yep.
And have two connected pass pawns.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely, I see there's a lot of checks, and I would have to be very careful. I was not careful. How did I?
What? This.
I'm not actually even not sure.
Maybe queen c3, and then you take f3 with a check.
Queen
yeah?
c3, queen f3
Yep.
with a check.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, but then I don't know. Where's the win? Okay, maybe there's no win. But this h5, h6 idea could be a thing. Like,
Okay.
of course, rook d2 is a move, but h5, h6 expose the king, play checkmate as a bonus.
That actually happened.
It did happen.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's say takes, here, queen c5.
Mm-hmm.
h6, rook f8.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, but I don't immediately see. The king is exposed. If it was on g2, it would be a different story.
Yeah, but you don't have enough time to.
King f1 is going to be queen c1. You walk back.
Yeah, and f3 is going to be under attack at some point.
I don't see.
But can you still try to go to the rook endgame with like queen d6?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe I can. I was so focused on the checkmate.
Yeah.
But maybe I can just go, yeah, takes, keep the king cut off.
Yeah.
If you trade. And let's say takes. I'm not sure how forced is this. Like this.
But the black's king is so bad. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an idea. And after queen d6, if you give a check, I go here.
Yeah.
The rook is under attack, king g8.
Mm.
Something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could cap on. I win the queen, try them with checkmate, and then transpose to the rook endgame. It's a very strong idea.
Yeah.
How do you even stop it?
Okay, so maybe I. But if I don't take the pawn, then I don't have any other. Like queen b5 is not helping me. You will just run away exactly to g6.
Yeah, unless then you take on c2 in better circumstances. We can't really rule it out.
Yeah. I mean, definitely he's considering it.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna take the pawn.
Yep, and then rook d2 is kind of forced.
Maybe there's some other moves here.
Oh, computer doesn't like.
Yeah, I
queen c2
see
at all,
Angel
yeah?
doesn't like it,
Yeah.
but then again, I'm not sure what I'm doing against it.
Because I mean, otherwise you're also just a pawn down, so any rook endgame in those positions should be fine for white.
Okay, I'll ask the engine. Rook f8 immediately. Okay, and if I play h6, what's the idea?
Well,
Now queen c2.
oh, queen c3 is.
Yeah, but wait, why? Because there's a counterattack
Yeah,
against
and
the
you're
pawn.
protecting d5 as well.
Wait, but then I don't follow. Wait a second. If I can take on c2, why don't I play queen c3? Same idea.
What if?
That's
yeah,
why.
I'll go there. Yep.
That's why.
And I don't have the f8 square anymore for the rook as well.
That's actually pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's exactly here. Don't take the pawn. And h6 is a mistake because of queen c2, rook d2, queen c3, counterattack. But the line, I think from afar, it's quite difficult to go here. Like, you have to be, like, very careful. It looks like, almost a mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a mate.
Yep.
Not a mate. So, according to the Stockfish here, white is still keeping a large advantage by playing the only move queen b3.
Okay, just protect the pawn.
Yeah.
And
And
against
then
c3.
threaten all kinds of ideas here.
Yeah.
Black is not losing, but he's under a very serious pressure. So here it's only move. Rook f8, not to lose on the spot. Everything else is losing. In the meantime, we just saw Sharan playing some moves against Larus.
Yep. He has 6 minutes to figure out if he's going f8 or not. Time is ticking.
Yeah.
But the fact that he hasn't taken on c2 automatically means that he's at least considering other options.
No, but I think it's very easy to fall for this. Like this sequence, you kill the pawn, you restore material balance, and you see there's rook f8, and you don't see the mate.
Yeah.
It's so easy to go
that's
here.
true. Yeah.
And then you realize what goes for the rook in game. Like, you might not even look at this because you're looking for the checkmate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could easily imagine myself also falling for this. So like understanding that rook f8 is the move.
He found
it.
Nice.
Okay. Well played.
Yeah. And now you said queen b3 was the only move, yeah? You keep the advantage.
Yeah, queen b3 is the only move.
Okay,
So
and if I go rook to2, then you still have queen c3 immediately, and then
Yeah, queen c3 is the idea. Yeah, so this queen b3 takes care of these pawns.
Yep.
So h6, I think Hagen is gonna find it. It looks like a findable move to me. Let me see if I can give you an update of other games. Basically all the games are ongoing. There's many games at the beginning were drawn. Ilya Khaitin on board number 9 has f and h pawn in the rook in game. Quite funny. So theoretically a draw, but practically you can play it for the win.
Yeah, we talked about it on the first day.
Yeah.
So it's
Now
going
we
back
got
like the
it.
last day. Yeah.
Now we got it. Board number 10. Adam Omarsson has lost against Daniel Fischer, so Fischer finishes tournament on a positive note.
Yep.
Board number 11, Oliver Vartiovara with black color won against Sidhant Tamkhankar. And we already mentioned the top boards already are finished. Top 3 boards are finished, and essentially Larus against Rao Sharan and Hagen Poich against Reinis Valdas. These are the only remaining games at the top.
Yep.
So this is the board. Let me maybe once again check very quickly what's happening in Larus's game.
Did they do anything else besides shuffling? Or? Oh, Black decided to play e5.
All right. Nothing has changed really.
They have a lot of time, yeah. Or like relatively a lot of time.
Yeah, but I can easily see this black running into trouble. Like if I would ask who might win this, I would say it's only white. Because if I would get at some point play queen e2, play g4, organize some counterplay, and even trade the queens, I'm gonna win this. The knight is gonna dominate the bishop. But then again, I understand, of course, Sharan, you gotta do something, yeah. So draw for him is not good.
Yeah, he's probably not gonna get anything in that case. So.
Yeah, and he has more time on the clock.
Yeah.
Queen c6 again, bringing some f5 ideas on the table. I think white can just play king g1. Oh wait, no, queen e2. Okay.
Okay, so he's maybe also provoking, like.
Yeah,
if you
I
go
noticed this
f5.
idea, by the way. Look at this, Margaret. f5 takes and queen f3
Oh, that's annoying.
with some queen g3 stuff.
Yeah.
And how do you deal with this? Then g takes, e4, start to dominate.
Yeah, it
you.
will. Yeah.
Yeah, look at this, and bar also suddenly starts to like black. So that's why queen e2 is the cautious move. inviting a 5 f3, and black played queen a6.
Yeah.
So this f5 queen f3 might be the only idea for black.
Yeah, I think they made some more moves, yeah.
I think Larus is slowly prepping this idea somehow, f3 g4.
Yes, he's like keeping his cards to himself. Like, am I fine with a draw? I'm moving back and forth, but you know, I might have some idea at some point. You will not know.
Yeah. We also don't know if there
Okay.
was a draw offer or not.
And
We
that's
simply
also
don't
true.
have it.
Yeah.
Actually, my wish is that for the online broadcasts, they would incorporate the signal that you would have a flashing board or something that you know there's a draw.
Oh,
This would be really nice for the viewers because it would also often change the perspective how we
Yeah,
look
the
at the
dynamic
game.
of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very, very important information. We don't have it. Sometimes we can see maybe somebody saying something or somebody even does this. Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah, there was a one player who once did this to me. Like he was playing against me, and there's like literally 5 ways to offer a draw. You
Yeah.
can say draw. You can say remis, the
Yeah.
French one. You can learn the Russian Nietzsche. You can say whatever, but
Yeah.
he chose to do this. Yeah, and I rejected him just because he could not say to me verbally.
but I think this is what they teach to kids. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because if you're like playing, I don't know, European or World Championships under 10, under 8, they don't speak the languages, so it's like, okay, this is something that
He was a GM.
yeah, that changes slightly, right?
Yeah, so I didn't expect that at GM level.
Yeah. Then you probably do speak English or Russian or whatever.
No,
on
you can say
some
whatever
level.
language.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
understand that's a
Yeah.
draw offer most likely.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So the tournament approaches the finish line. It's been a fun week,
Mm-hmm.
but all good things end eventually. You see the position of
There is
repeats.
some repetition, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe black is ready to repeat. And now black says, "Are you the one ambitious?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to play g4 or something?"
Yeah, I mean, Larus is thinking.
What does your body language tell you?
Yeah.
I don't think it tells you that he's playing for the win.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
Like, I think that very often you can get a pretty good read from the way the opponent sits, and the way Thomas sits does look like he's like super, super stressed about
Yeah.
how he's gonna find a way to make a progress here.
Yeah. Or
He
that
just
would
looks
be-
very tired.
Yeah, that he would, it doesn't look like he would be really calculating some variation right there. He's just like,
Yeah.
okay. Although there are people who, you know, try to trick with their body language and their facial expressions, so like I'll try not to read into it too much, but
Yeah, he plays king g1.
okay, so it's not the exact same position yet.
I mean, ultimately, they can find a million ways not to repeat the position, but one of them at some point, if he
Yeah.
wants to make a progress, he's gonna have to make some sort of a progress.
Because now it's also like everyone else has basically finished, so it's not like it makes any sense to just wait and see what others are doing and then, oh, okay, I really need to play for a win because they know all the results, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Rao once again brings the queen on c6 with some f5 ideas.
Yeah. So probably if Thomas goes back to g2, then it's
Yeah.
already a 3-4
I mean, this is the moment when he can make a mistake. Like queen c2 would be f5 with this queen f3 maneuver.
Yeah.
You do need to be a bit careful here. He's once again reevaluating. Does he put the king on g2? Does he play king f1? Does he play king h2? Maybe there's g4. Is he thinking about the g4 idea? Like, is he like considering maybe it's time to be ambitious here? Perhaps he's not going to get another shot to play g4.
Okay, so we can think. How much are you actually risking when you go there?
I don't think a lot, really. But, you know, if you get it wrong, maybe.
Yeah.
the pawn on h4 in the long run is a weakness, but somehow the last moves don't really give me the impression he's gonna play g4.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense for him to start like burning the bridges, because he will get a prize if he does it raw. Just
Yeah, but if
smaller
he
one.
wins, then he is
Gets a lot.
essentially sharing the first
Exactly.
place.
Yep. But if he loses, he gets nothing. So
I would say it's now or never. Like, look at that. Yeah, so this is like a bit more stronger body language. He's thinking, I want to, I know I shouldn't, but I want to. Or maybe I don't want to, maybe I should. I don't want to, but I should.
yeah.
I should play g4. I don't want to. I think all of us, we've been in this situation. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. And then it's like, if it goes well, it goes well. But if it goes wrong, then you're like, okay, of course I should have done the other thing.
Now it looks pretty nice idea, like h5 ideas here, king g2, f3.
Yeah, and black's f5 ideas are not going to work anymore at any point, probably. So
Yeah, unless here after g4 there's something else. Maybe some queen e6 stuff.
okay,
Takes and
okay,
queen
take.
h3. No, but white is not risking here anything at all, I
Yeah.
think. Although actually engine says not everything is so clear.
Some perpetual, I assume.
I mean, I can always repeat the position,
Yeah.
like king e1, maybe he's asking for some trouble. Should be also good. Maybe this complicates the game unnecessarily.
But, oh, no.
Like this.
Yep, that complicates it a little bit too unnecessarily.
Yeah, I found a mate. No, he didn't play g4.
Ah, he played 92 though, so he didn't go back with his king.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. There's a question in the chat. Why shouldn't break open? I'm just speculating about what does white want. If white wants a draw, sit and do nothing. If white wants to win, you gotta try to play g4.
Yeah.
But maybe there's no better moment than to play g4. But wait, if I may. So they had this position here.
Yep.
He could have played g4. G4 here. You can't do it because the pawn is under attack.
Yep.
So in none of the scenarios, really, Larus has got a chance to play g4.
Before now, yeah.
Yeah. So here, wait, here g4. Why he didn't play g4 here?
I don't know, it actually makes...
It makes a lot of sense.
Okay, what if I take, yeah?
Take, queen g4.
And I can't take on f2, or can
I don't know if you can't. I'm dominating
yeah, it
all
looks
the
very scary. Yep.
all the light squares.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe there's some queen e8, but no, knight d6 and queen g6.
Yeah, if you see that, you definitely like,
No, actually,
want
this
to go
was
for it, yeah?
this was the perfect moment for him to play g4.
Yeah?
And this is a threat, and if you play here, takes, queen f3, some queen
some sort of
f5.
improvement, yeah?
Yeah, I'm playing with white. Yeah, I think he's a bit too fixated.
Moving back and forth.
Yeah,
doing
and
smart
he missed
moves.
it. No, he did have a chance to play g4.
Yeah. Which, like, Sharan didn't have to give him the opportunity, right?
Yeah. There's something going on in the Rennes Valds game against
They
Hagen.
made quite a lot of moves.
Which, let's maybe go to that game. Queen h5. So after rook f8 and queen b3, this is better what would happen. Queen e7, hit the pawn on g5. Queen e3, queen f7, h6. Black is sort of safe, and now comes queen h5 that engine doesn't like.
And that's because...
Who knows? Nobody knows.
Yeah?
Players are already below 4 minutes.
Yeah. And it does make sense, the move.
Yeah. So queen h5 is like going for some counterplay. G takes, queen h2, queen f2, take the pawn on h6. So the move is like sensible. So this probably suggests there's something wrong with the plan. How about some rook d7 here? Can I do this?
Okay, I'll try to take the pawn. And I'll give you a check with my...
How about rook g8?
Oh, okay, that's even...
Yeah, you want to give a check. Maybe a check is also good.
No, I'll threaten rook f3 somehow, so queen g2, yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, I'm not sure it's a threat, but...
Yeah, because there's a rook d8 back rank.
Yep.
But
It's something for you to
yeah,
worry
it's
about.
something. And we just saw them making moves. Still haven't arrived to us. H takes is a miss. Okay, this is a miss apparently. So where was the move?
Oh, rook d6?
Rook
What?
d6.
Just to go for the pawn, or...
Yeah, and g takes maybe rook h6? Is this the idea? No, this is silly engine. No, wait, is it? So the threat is to put the rook on h6 to stop this.
Mm-hmm.
And if I take it, you take with the rook, okay.
If I give a check?
If I give you a check, queen f2.
Oh,
Okay, that
so
makes
it is
sense.
the rook engine that
And
you
if
wanna
I
go
go
to.
here, takes, and queen g2 and white somehow wins. Okay, yeah, if you say so. All right. Sort of an opportunity miss, but I think Poich's choice was pretty logical.
Yeah.
Although, actually, it did make sense to keep the pawn on h6. I thought he wanted to keep the pawn on h6, not the rook on h6.
Yeah. I mean, he can still try to go for rook d6. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, he can still play rook d6 here.
And we can kind of transpose in some cases.
So black is still suffering down a pawn, but white is approaching the time scramble, 2 minutes and 20 seconds for the German Grandmaster.
Yep, rook d6 is played.
Actually, if you put it like this, then it did make sense to keep the pawn on h6. Yeah, to keep some back rank issues.
Yep, sure.
Yeah.
If black couldn't take it anyways, basically.
I'm pretty sure that Hagen is thinking like right now. Oh, wait, rook d6. Why I didn't play the move before?
Yeah.
Like protect the pawn, hit the pawn on c6. So because you can always take on
Yeah,
g7.
that's with the check, so yeah, that's true. Okay.
All right. Let me see if there's some update in Larus's game. No update. The white knight is on f3. No pawn breaks. Nothing is changing.
Yeah, but at least he's maneuvering his knights, so they are playing.
They
I
are
guess.
playing, but
Yeah, for what? Remains to be seen. Okay, so if you're not going queen h2 because of queen f2, yeah?
here I'm not sure this is an idea anymore
it's not
because
the same?
h6 has been included. Yeah? So queen h1 is a move. Again, engine likes queen f2.
So the idea is you have to... Or why is it so important for the queen to go there?
Don't ask me why. Like queen f2 just literally makes no sense because you allow queen c1.
Yeah.
I think here you're looking at rook takes on c6. You're looking at rook d7 check. Yeah, like you're not looking at the silly move queen f2, which what does it even do? People don't think like that.
Yeah.
That's queen f2. What's even the idea? So queen f2. Let me try to find the engine line. Queen f2, queen c1, and what? And rook d2, and you're winning. Oh, come on, yeah, like
Yeah, you didn't go to rook d6 in order to go back.
yeah, to play rook d2, and then you're winning somehow
Yeah.
because of queen g3 something
Yeah, this
here.
pawn. Yep, okay.
So Poch most likely is going to play
And what else?
something else.
Because he didn't go to d6 in order to go d7 as well, so he's probably not going to check.
The question is, can he take a pawn? But there's going to be rook d8.
Yeah,
So you
bit
have to be a bit
annoying.
careful. With some funny ideas here.
Yeah. It's not easy to defend.
No, it's not. So the pawn on c6 is risky to accept, and Poch is running out of time. Pretty sure he's not even looking at queen f2 here. So I would say maybe queen endgame. No, he did, I think, play
Yes,
queen f2.
did, I think. Yeah. It looked
Really?
like from the hand movement at least.
Yeah, the hand movement looked like he played queen f2. Really?
Yeah.
Found
Yeah.
it.
Nice. Maybe by elimination again, like if
Wow.
you
How do
calculate
you
it.
find the move, actually?
No, it's hard for sure.
Elimination.
Yeah, I mean you're like, okay, I can't take on c6, so I have to. I don't know.
Ah, maybe he saw the queen goes to g3.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not such an alien move after all. I thought it's very difficult to find, especially when you have distractions like the pawn on c6, you
Yeah.
see the check on d7. So maybe he saw rook c6 is impossible because of rook d8.
Yep.
He doesn't want to go to the queen endgame. So what else does he do? He formulated the weaknesses on e5. So how do you get to d5? You get the queen on g3. Maybe this is how you do it. So a very good formulation then.
Yeah. Okay, queen c1 also made sense, yeah.
Larus looks like he doesn't want to be there. Just looks so bored.
Yeah.
Help.
No, but my favorite funny part of it has been the different types of socks that Thomas wears. Yesterday he had the I'm not even sure how it's called in English. The yellow thing, the yellow cartoon. SpongeBob? Yeah, I think those socks. Today I think he has Minions.
SpongeBob socks.
Or maybe it was Garfield. But yesterday it was it was Garfield yesterday. Today it's like Minions. So and he's wearing like slippers, so you can very clearly see all the colorful socks.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I know only one chess socks there. David Navarra would wear them. Yeah, this famously know.
Yeah.
All right. They are reaching for another score sheet, I think.
I think it's the other score sheet, not the draw.
Yeah, move 60, I think. Yeah.
So they've been playing that.
Let me check. Let me check very quickly. Move 60. Yeah, they have made move 60.
Okay. So they decided they're gonna take the other score sheet. So.
Yeah, let's maybe jump to that game very quickly. Let's see if there's some changes. No, there's no changes. It's the same position over and over and over.
Yeah.
So let's see. Still,
this here because they have also time travel and Larus's board. They have quite a bit of time still.
Queen b2 marks as a mistake, and here, according to Stockfish, White is immediately winning. And where's the win? The win apparently is Queen c5. Yeah, play for domination.
It's too much, and you can't attack the f3 pawn anymore.
But Deutsch is down on 50 seconds. Queen c5 is found. By the way, queen, you can't trade the queens. Again, it's going to be losing rook endgame. That's the problem. Like, it feels like you can do that, but there's always rook d5.
Yeah.
Here, and I think I can even take on b5. It's 3 versus 2, but you're dropping the pawn.
You're dropping the pawn, you're not getting chip.
King is so unfortunately placed. This pawn was on f6 would be a draw. It's on h7, it's a loss. So unfortunate.
Okay, but then what else do you do? Because, I mean, I kind of do want to take on c6 now.
I don't know. Yeah, the white queen dominates the black queen.
Yeah.
Margaret, which has been your highlight of the tournament so far? If you would have to select 3 games.
3 games.
Top 3 games of the tournament.
Okay, I think I like the one that Nikita won, the exchange down yesterday, against the morning game. Yeah.
Which game was it again?
The one that he won against Hagen, the one where he was an exchange.
Oh, you mean the endgame? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was a cool endgame.
Okay.
And then, although it was a draw, the game yesterday, the rook endgame that Kazakowski and Gleb beat Lushny, I think it was like really impressive that Gleb actually held the draw, and they were discussing it afterwards for a very long time as well in the playing hall.
I agree. Yeah, that was a nice endgame.
And then I'm thinking maybe just results-wise, the first round when the young Latvian won against the Grandmaster was just like a nice result. Okay, it was a bad game for Christoph, but...
Did you see Krzysztof's victory over Kazakowski today?
I mean, I didn't follow the end, but...
Yeah, it was totally crushing.
Okay, so that's super impressive.
Yeah, I think for me that was the most impressive game.
Yeah.
Like the other games, we had some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But I think that game really stood out
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah. Okay, I'll definitely look the end.
Yeah. It was like I had Nikita here
Yeah.
as the guest, and we're like looking at it, like we even out an engine, we worked it out, and then and then because Jakubowski found everything.
Nice. Yeah. And I mean, you win at the right moment, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, Queen A1. Black cannot keep the pawn. And I think there's nothing wrong by taking the pawn.
Yeah.
So I think his idea is after Queen C6, he wants to play some Queen G1 and Queen G2.
Yeah, but you're also dropping the E5 pawn at some point. So I would want to get it with a check, but maybe not. Yeah.
You're going to collect another pawn with a
Yeah,
check.
I'm getting it with a
This
check.
check is very important on H6. Very important.
Oh, this was even easier what he did.
What did he do?
He went rook d7.
Rook D7 and
I think it just can you just go queen e7? Like you don't have any really good checks.
Yeah, Queen E7, yeah. Queen E7, yeah, you're right. And why he didn't play Rook F7? Maybe because you can just trade and play Queen C6.
Yeah, and still there's absolutely zero checks, so...
Yeah. Okay, this is pretty human. Yeah, King G8 is played, and now Queen E7. Birch is checking his final 30 seconds. You can see his body pose. He's reaching for the move. I think Queen E7 is going to follow. And Rainis knows he's beat.
Yep.
He just made a move. Pretty sure it's Queen E7. No,
Oh,
Queen C6.
okay, maybe it doesn't matter really,
Yeah, okay.
because there's still no checks at all.
Queen C6 is also a winning move.
Yeah, because you can't do both, like, stay connected with the e5 pawn and then try to create any sort of threat, so...
Let's go back to the
Yep.
game of Larus against Sharan.
Oh, we see an active move.
Queen H3.
But the knight got back to c4, so...
But wait, I mean, there's some Queen H1 and F5 ideas. I
Yeah.
think that Larus shouldn't have done that. Yeah, now I'm seeing there's some Queen H1 and F5. So you gotta play some Queen F3.
Queen f3 makes sense, I think. Yeah?
Contain the queen. Yeah, maybe Black cannot make a progress. I would be really amazed if Black is gonna make any progress here. Considering that normally it should be White who is pushing for something.
Yeah. Okay.
But the tournament situation forces Black to do this. So once again, in case somebody missed, Sharan is only having 5.5 points.
Yep.
Draw for him doesn't give most likely any prize. And Larus has half a point more.
Yep.
So Black is trying to do something. Larus is trying to be solid. It seems like he has decided. Draw is good. But here Black is finding some ideas.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The time is also kind of ticking, yeah.
Yeah. To give you an update, what's happening in the Poch game against Rainis Valds, Poch is completely winning. He's up 2 pawns, he has a killing attack.
Yeah.
So you can see it in the background. The German Grandmaster is about to win his final round game.
Yeah. And Queen f3 was played here. Which probably means now you don't have any f5s, I assume. Because you're giving me the diagonal.
Yeah. No, F5. I mean, F5 probably drops the pawn
Yeah.
on H5.
Yep.
Also weakens the king and enables some 96 ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So the queen has to go back, most likely.
Yep. Okay, we can't see Sharan's face, but do you think he looks bored? Or he's trying
Who?
to... Sharan. We see only his
Yeah,
back,
we
but-
can't tell.
Yeah.
We can't tell. Yeah, we can only see that he is very concentrated,
Yeah.
looking for some ideas. In the background, you can see Poch is executing the final moves of the game.
Mhm.
I think there's a checkmate already somewhere inevitable. There's the resignation.
Okay.
Valds resigns. And you can see also Larus very quickly check what's the result. He's shaking the head. One more guy I'm going to have to share. Six
Yeah,
and
I
a
guess
half
that's-
points. One more person.
So there's 3 people with 7 points, and right now 2 people with 6.5, and then it depends on what this game is gonna be.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can enlarge the picture a bit.
Yes, we can see more clearly if Thomas is bored or not.
Yeah. Pardon again my producer skills.
I can meanwhile check if we have some other interesting results somewhere lower. But
That's the best I can do.
Yeah, that works.
All right. Any interesting results?
Nothing like super like that would jump into the attention.
For most players, the tournament is finished.
Yeah.
They're going to have some lunch break. Then the Blitz tournament starts in slightly less than 3 hours.
Yep. I guess the only kind of surprising result was that Thomas Paviliaitis won against Mikelis Vingris.
Oh, that's
So
quite
he
unfortunate
got
for
to-
Mikelis.
Yeah.
He was having a very good tournament and
Yep.
finished with a loss. Not what he wanted.
Yeah.
So he's gonna drop like plenty of rating points.
No, he's actually still plus 10.
Yeah, but he was
He
like
was
plus,
like plus 30s.
plus 30, 40.
Yeah.
That's gonna cost him quite a bit.
Yep.
But at least I think he got a FIDE Master title.
Yeah, because I think then it had to be like it was definitely over
Yeah.
300, so maybe it's not gonna be in the new rating list because right now he's increasing 10.4 points according to just results. So, but it can be fixated during the tournament with live ratings.
All right. Queen H2, I think, was the move we saw.
Oh, so he's not scared of his queen.
You gotta do something. King F1, I think, is the easy move.
Yeah. Okay, so it's another sort of an actual draw, like not actual draw for, but like clear place where you can do a draw then. It was going back and forth.
Yeah. Let me see if I'm seeing some other results I haven't yet announced.
I think the only one is board 9 that is still playing. But
Yeah, Ilya Haiten has an equal position against Dejan Samil-Kostov.
yeah, it was the F and H pawn.
In the other games, I think results are already announced.
Yep.
All right. Thomas is thinking.
Mm-hmm. You know, we announced that we're doing the closing ceremony at 3:30 Estonian time, so they have 1.5 hours to torture each other or themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. He's not making the move. Is he choosing something else instead of King F1?
I mean, you can go King E2, but I'm not sure you want to allow me to go G1.
Like if you're being solid.
Oh.
No, Knight E3. Knight
That's
E3.
actually interesting. Yeah.
That's a bit strange move, if I may say so. Why would you do that?
I mean, I want to go to D5 with my knight.
So he wants to force things.
Yeah. And if you take, then you
Wait.
have some issues, maybe.
Like if I give you a check, you want to play Knight F1?
That was not my plan, but
Bishop E3.
okay. But now I'll take with a queen, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Queen, check,
King
and Queen
E2.
A1.
But okay, it should be nothing, I guess. But I'm still
takes, check, here, 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 here. Somehow everything is gonna disappear from the board. Okay, obviously this was not even necessary, but
He made a, I don't know if it's a smarter move, but king d2.
Queen a1. Otherwise, black is risking to get a worse position.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it looks like this game is getting to a inevitable outcome, which is a draw. And what would it mean for the top overall rankings? We would have 3 leaders, 3
Yep.
winners:
Yep.
Nikita Meshkov, Sebastian Bogner, and Krzysztof Jakubowski.
yeah.
It remains to be seen who is going to have the better tiebreak. Is it Meshkov?
It's like right now it's Meshkov's, but there are still some results missing which
Yeah.
can influence it.
So it remains to be
let's
seen.
not call it yet. Yep.
Jakubowski definitely has the worst tiebreak.
Yep, because he lost the first round.
And then we have 2 players with 2.5, 3
Right.
maybe.
No, I mean it depends on if
Bedluzny, Hagen, and Larus if he
if
finishes
he
in a
finishes
draw.
in a draw, then he comes there as well, and his tiebreak is right now quite a bit better than the others.
Yeah.
But again, those things can change. You know, it's always super annoying when the leaders, the order is changing because of some result in the very lower boards.
Oh,
but-
tell me about it.
yeah.
Yeah. That's why, yeah, I'm not sure. I like these Buchholzes because, like, especially improved Buchholzes, because it means, like, very often it really depends. Like, this was the case in our Latvian championship, that you got a weaker opponent in the first round, and this heavily influences the final rankings. Yeah, like
That's why I think usually they take the first or like the lowest away, right? So
Yeah.
it wouldn't. But it's still, yeah. I mean, you have to have some type of tie break, so. Yeah, but
And I think they're gonna play the queen endgame for a long time.
what about this pawn endgame though? If I go queen c2, it's
No, but black
also
doesn't have
easy,
to go there.
Okay, yeah, you're just keeping it on the board because that's what I was thinking. Maybe
I mean,
that's a little bit.
There might be some moments, like let's say you play queen c2, for example, for some reason black decides to trade, which is not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I thought I just want to show one more idea. F5, F3 is not an automatic move because you need to be a bit careful
Yeah.
about F4 and G5, H5, H4, H3. So suddenly this F5, F3, remember this pawn endgame. This might be not so simple. Yeah, but of course I can just take it and
And you
just-
also have to be careful with black because you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, they're playing the queen endgame.
King C3.
Unless they find an immediate repetition here. Or
Queen E7, by the way, is a threat.
Yep. So I have to give a check, yeah.
I think it's gonna end with perpetual. Something like Queen A1, King C4. Check here, check.
I'll go to E6.
Yeah,
No, the pawn is
that's a-
hanging.
that's
The
with a
pawn is
check?
hanging, yeah.
Like takes. There's no check on E7. Like I can even go here.
Yeah,
There's
no.
like no ideas here. No ideas. The only question is how long this game is gonna continue. I would like to see it until a logical outcome.
Yeah.
If it is gonna continue forever, we're just gonna leave it be.
Yep. Okay, king f7. Oh, so he didn't even start doing any checks.
And I think now Larus already can force a draw
If he wants to, yeah.
if he wants to. Like I think this is a pretty wrong moment. Start to be ambitious. Like he could have done it before.
Yeah.
And King f7 is like, okay, you got it. Let's make it a draw. So what I'm talking about is check, 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 etc. This king is not going to go to h6. I don't think that black is in the mood.
Yeah.
So there's a very good chance the game is going to wrap up right here, unless Larus feels like he wants to play for the win with 4 minutes against 12 with a completely symmetrical position. But I don't think so.
Yeah. Like he would have to try some king march somehow, but Because the queen has to stay protecting the pawns.
I mean, technically, he can still give it a try, like queen d5 and f4. Play for domination.
Yeah.
Like, there's no risk for white. There's no risk in white's position anyway, at any given moment. So it's all about what does he want. And it's entirely possible that during the game he changed his mind, but I don't think so. Like, we would have saw the signals before.
Yeah, fair.
Now he's still checking. 3 minutes. Looking for something. Maybe king c4. Try to run with the king forward. No, he did something else, actually. King b4, was it? b4. All right, here we go. So, Thomas wants to play on.
Yeah, because now he's protecting the b pawn, and some king marches can be ideas-ish at least. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think here already should be perpetual
Yeah.
in one way or another. Like, let me just show you very quickly. Like, check here. Check.
Yeah.
I don't think that this king can go so far. Check. And I can take the pawn. Okay, maybe this is what he wants, but this is not, the pawn is not even under attack, yeah? So black is just up a pawn. Like, king b8 maybe. I mean, if you are really desperate, you can always find some chances.
Yeah.
Like, risk everything. Let's just see. Let's just see.
Yeah,
I think we're going to get our answer very quickly here.
Yeah.
Because the only idea for white to make a progress is to go forward. If you go back, there's no progress. Unless he's planning with a king to go to the g2, to the safety, but then you simply cannot make a progress with just a queen. You need help.
And if I'm going to b3, then you're giving a check from d1, yeah? Not allowing me to
Actually,
go
you
a4,
need to watch
b5.
out. Yeah, you need to watch out for the pawn on e4 dropping.
That's as well. Oh,
Need to be a bit careful. Yeah, it's not like you're not risking anything.
yeah.
The pawn on e4 is a bit loose. You can see he's calculating. I think it's gonna finish and draw very quickly. Like, this b4 was like kind of an attempt, but I mean, if he seriously was thinking about that, he should have done it with the knights on the board, knight against the bishop. This g4 idea, there was a shot. Like, he didn't do it, and now this is not a position where you play for the win.
He went somewhere with the king. Looked like he's going forward.
Queen what?
King f1.
Queen f1. I thought queen g1.
No, that was weird.
Yeah, now the king's gonna have to... Wait a second. Where do you go with the king, actually? King b3. Because king c3, you can blunder the queen trade. Can you go for the pawn in game? This is an issue.
Maybe don't want to figure it out, yeah?
This is an issue. You might actually lose this. So king c3, queen check here, takes, black has an outside pass pawn. You can't do that. Like, it looks incredibly risky. If somebody's risking this, it's only white.
Yeah.
And king d5 drops the pawn with a check. So it's got to be king b3.
No, he went to d5. So
He
we're
went to d5.
going for the variations that
All right, here we go.
you showed, yeah?
So we are in for a drama, potentially.
Potentially.
Larus wants to try.
I mean,
Which
but
is
maybe
understandable.
at
But
this
I
time-
just find it very strange that he does it right now. That
Yeah.
he does it right now, not with the knight, not with more time on the clock. He does it
Sure.
with 2 minutes against 12 minutes. It's very strange timing.
Yeah. Okay, so I would assume you kind of have to go for it with black as well, right? You don't have anything else to do.
Queen d3 is necessary, yeah.
Yeah.
Take. And the king's going here after the pawn.
Yep.
The question is, if Sharan wanted a draw, like, why he didn't fix the draw right here? He could have done it right here. Yeah, he could have forced a draw. Like, I think he didn't really expect that Larus is going to play it on. Like, he could have played Queen A1, King C4, check here, and now this entire sequence even doesn't work because you just win the pawn on B3.
Yep.
He could have, like, sealed the deal. Like, it's not like for him it's a big loss anyway, because for him a draw it's not great, and maybe both players have, like, unspokenly agreed that they're going to fight it out until the very end, because for none of them a draw is particularly good.
Yeah. Did he make a move or is he thinking?
Oh, let me check. Sorry.
No, he's thinking, but he
No
just...
move.
Because he looked like he's chill.
So I think we're heading for the line.
Yeah,
Check.
kind of have to, yeah.
Take. King C7.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the pawn. But what if I play Queen D4?
Okay,
King B8.
yeah.
It doesn't really look like a position where black is risking anything. But
Yet.
you have to try something. Oh wait, can I trade? I cannot trade a queen to play A5. A6, A4, C7, A3. I'm not in time.
Yeah.
And if I play A5, it's Queen A5.
Mm-hmm.
So I need a pass pawn. G5. This requires some calculation, actually. White's faster.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Well, so White's
I'm
king
confused.
is like, okay, on the way.
Okay, so he did find something here.
But this is a weird moment for Black to think now.
Yeah,
can
like, what do you do? Like, now your opportunity to force a draw, if you wanted it, it's gone. Like here, White already is crashing through.
Yeah, and if you're not going Queen D3, then, I mean, A6 is hanging with a check, so you need to...
Like here, there's so many lines. King C7, I don't know what's the correct line. Maybe G5, since Queen A7 is not the move. So let's say
Yeah, that makes sense.
B5.
Oh,
Takes, and some Queen D4.
now Queen D4 is... Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, Queen D3, King C6, here, G5. I think it's very precise. So,
Okay.
okay, here, I just checked. Engine says some funny stuff, like, okay, King B8 makes sense.
Yeah.
King B8. So takes. But is this position where it looks like you're risking anything? Again, Queen H4 is a move. A6, King B7, King A7, sorry, Queen D3. Like, there's always at least perpetual remove the king, etc.
Yeah. Okay,
All right.
we have a few moves, so he did finally go for it.
So the position remains level according to an engine, but both players are desperately fighting for a prize.
Yeah.
For Larus, the prize could be sharing the first place.
Yep. But why is he thinking now? Kind of have to go to...
I don't know.
Because you can't go to the D file, then I will... I mean, it's the same, you don't have to exchange the queens, but... Okay, he did do something. We don't have the two moves. Oh, what? Okay, they
Oh, you can actually trade.
decided to simplify stuff, yeah?
You can actually trade the queens. So, yeah, there was Queen E5. For some reason, I didn't see this move. I thought only King C7.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about... So king e7. I think
I know.
white has to go
for the
here.
pawn, yeah.
I play g5.
Yeah, I
You
cannot
you
take
can't
it.
you can't
Yep.
take.
Mm-hmm.
So you play king b7.
Mm-hmm.
I take. I play e4. I play f5. f4. e3. It's a draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so it's good calculation with 3 minutes on the clock. Yeah.
I mean, black at the one says is the last one. Okay, so yeah, I completely missed this queen d5
Yeah.
idea. But black is safe. I mean, here engine even gives some funny lines, like engine says you play a6, which just makes no sense at
Yeah.
all.
Mm.
King c6, and then you play 5. King b6,
Might have some g5. Yeah.
f4.
Oh, really.
Maybe actually it does make sense. I don't know. Takes, king a6 and g5.
Yeah, again, we queen at the same time.
Yeah, again, you queen at the same time. So it's basically the same idea.
Yep.
And then there's a funny line by engine, king g7.
Which is probably not going to happen.
It just like, it literally makes no sense at
Yeah.
all. Like,
And I'll go b5. I will
b5,
try to win
g5.
attempt, yeah.
Same idea. I don't know why the king g7 is necessary. No, it's silly engine here. Like, here, literally, black is drawing with every move.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he's probably just calculating all the pawn endgames, figuring it out. Because he has the time, so... yeah.
3 minutes for Larus, 6 minutes for Sharan. I think at some point the pace of the game is going to increase dramatically. I think they're just checking the pawn in game right now. King e7, king c6. The next moves are approaching rapidly. This time I'm even not going to complain to the person who is watching it because it's about to wrap up.
Yeah.
Why do they always check from the angle of the camera?
Yeah.
Like, why can't they check it from the other side? Yeah, they're
Exactly.
always standing in front of the camera.
Yeah, because now the camera is not even like exactly in front of the board, but it's like with an angle, but yeah.
Okay. King c6 actually mark as the only move.
But it's super logical, like he
Yeah,
was obviously going for it, so.
of course. Now Sharan is checking what's the fastest way to draw. F5, F4 is a draw. G5 is a draw. This is basically calculation to 10. So G5, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not even to 10. Yeah, like I think at this level you should do it pretty easily.
Yeah.
Like, and of course, things can happen in the time scramble when you're tired. But,
Yeah.
I mean, for black, it's like even no other alternative. Like, what else he's thinking about?
Yeah, it's just like which move order you go to the exact same
Right.
idea.
Like, possibly the worst he could do is play f5, e4, block the pawns.
Yeah, but he's not gonna do that.
Yeah, why would he do that? So,
Yeah.
5 minutes for black.
Okay, now. But there's... At least Thomas is pretending that he's thinking something still.
I mean, he's trying to find something. Like, his body language, like, was giving me, Margaret, some impression that he's very tired today. Maybe he had a bad sleep or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I
maybe
mean, we
he's not
never
feeling
know.
well. I
Yep.
don't know. Like, that's the impression I had. And then he forced himself to play until the very end.
Yeah.
Like, suddenly there was some chance and he just forced himself, like, I have to do this. Yeah. It's like he didn't want to do this, but you have to do this. And
Yeah.
now, again, it looks like he's forcing himself to calculate some things, but there's not much to do. And In the meantime, the Indian player looks very relaxed.
Yeah. I mean, he still has 4 minutes to figure out the details, which order he wants to do it, but
Yeah, so I think there's like 99% chance it's going to be a draw. 1% is that something unimaginable is going to happen.
yeah.
Like also for white, what could possibly he misplay?
Yeah, it's like you have to go take the pawn and you have to queen your own
Oh wait,
pawn,
there's
yeah?
one more idea. No, there's not. Like I was thinking, if I play g5, you play g4. Sometimes there's this trick.
Yeah,
But the point
it
is,
leads-
black is a bit faster.
exactly.
Yeah, so I thought that if this g4 idea would work and you take it, maybe this changes something. Actually, you're still
Probably
losing.
not, but yeah.
Yeah, so even this doesn't work. So no ideas here.
Yeah.
For the first time in a long time, black is lower on time. Not that it really matters.
Yeah. But then, like, you mentioned, oh, you're calculating to 8. So if you count this, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. You don't count like move by move.
Yeah, if you can count to 8, then you're good. If you're not, you're in trouble. I'm a bit surprised that Sharan is taking this long. Like, maybe he's just making sure there's no scenario where he can't win.
Yeah.
Like, he's...
Doesn't make sense there was a draw for, like, you don't offer a draw at this point. Then you rather just play it out there.
Yeah. So Kazakowski's choosing between this f5, f4, and g5 move. Like he's choosing which is giving him some chances. F5, f4, and then there's g5, etc. Or just play g5. There's not much to calculate, really.
Yeah, or maybe he's just thinking about his tiebreak already.
You
Which
think?
is doesn't give him anything, basically. Or, like, I mean, even the amount of points is probably not
I know what I'm thinking about.
the lunch.
The lunch, of course.
That's fair. Okay, he has 130.
There's still, of course, a chance that I think I already said it. Yeah, something crazy is going to happen. I tried to picture some scenario. How do you do that? How do you do something crazy here? Try to run with a king. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, then you're 110.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah,
You're
like
not
very
doing this.
basic, really. No. Push the pawns. 1 minute.
Yeah,
Really? He's
But
gonna leave it to 1 minute?
but he doesn't look like he's super stressed or, like... Yeah, he's, like, leaning back and...
Larus is so trying not to look at the clock.
yeah, you know the tricks. Okay, something
Yeah,
was
all the
played.
tricks in the book.
Yep.
There you go, there's
Hagen
g5.
G5 first.
There's no h takes
Yep, so you have to go king b7.
or b5. I don't think it really
yeah,
matters.
it's the same, yeah.
So b5 or king b7. Maybe I think b5 is the safe move in case king b7 for whatever reason doesn't work. Actually, there's also this idea with king b7. I think I can try to go here. I just
Okay.
realized this.
Okay, I'll take. And
No, it doesn't work.
like you're
Actually.
risking with losing because I have also king d6.
No,
A6,
I
yeah.
thought I can somehow make it work. But the engine actually says this is losing. b5, king b8, and then I want to push those kings and pawns.
Yeah.
But specifically here, king b6 and white wins. White's in the square.
Yep.
Like I thought I can also try to do this. Maybe this is the only chance for black to lose. King b7 with an idea, king b7, king d6, this, and go for repetition. But white actually wins.
I guess he started with b5, so even that idea doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Took the pawn.
What's the move he played?
I think they took
b5, yeah?
b5,
Okay.
and then they changed the pawns.
All right. f5. e4 allows the king to go back.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
that's a pawn endgame I'm hoping we're not going to see. But f5 is very precise.
Yeah, but and if you go f5 and I go back with my king, then you go king f6, yeah?
I mean, then you just lose the pawn endgame, I suppose. I'm just having an extra pawn. There you go, f5 is
Yeah.
on the board. And now this is very straightforward. Now here, there's no ideas here. Like, none. No ideas. Like you go forward. You play king b7, and this is going to be a draw.
Yeah.
Like king d5 going back. You don't do this to yourself. There's a draw offer. We just saw Larus offering a draw. Oh no, please don't do this.
Maybe
Don't
he
be
wants to
ambitious
play
here.
the king queen endgame, yeah?
Do not be ambitious here.
Yeah, but you can't.
There's
do
like
that.
literally no ideas how black can be ambitious here.
Yeah, that's true.
1 minute for Sharan. I think it was a draw for, yeah, I think I
I mean,
saw.
there was a glance, yeah? Like,
No,
you look at
he
the-
said something.
Mm.
Like, I don't think he said you look pretty, yeah? So,
It would have been funny though.
probably it was a draw. Like, I want to go to lunch. Yeah, some meaningless phrase.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it was a draw. You're not supposed to speak to the opponent during the game.
Yep.
All right, there's a
Yeah.
draw.
Draw we have.
So draw agreed. The tournament is officially approaching the finish line. Larus's finishes with 6.5 points out of 9. For Sharan, it's 6 points. Larus's is going to get some sort of a prize. Unfortunately for Sharan, most likely no prize, unless he's going to get some special prize. But the viewers, it's been really great week here from Pärnu, Estonia. We are wrapping up the coverage not only of this round of the tournament as well. We are not going to broadcast the closing ceremony, and by the looks of it, looks like Nikita Meshkov currently has the better tiebreaks, right?
This is the only result missing, so I'm hoping that in like 10 seconds.
In 10
there's-
seconds, that we are going to see who is winning.
Yeah, because just one result
All right.
has to be put in.
Let's wait.
Okay, the official round.
Let's wait.
Because yeah, everyone else had finished. So it's kind of, nice when the last game is actually something that is meaningful.
All right. Just give us a couple of seconds, and maybe then some more.
They had to put the
Can you show the current final standings? Does it really change anything, this one game?
Yeah, it might not. I mean, right now, Nikita Meshkov has 1 point better tiebreak 1. And then, okay, it's relatively clear that Krzysztof Jakubowski gets the 3rd place because his tiebreak is a lot worse.
Yeah,
than the
but
others.
this was only
This
half.
is already the final, yeah?
It's final, yeah?
Yeah, now it's there, and now this is the final one. Yep.
Yeah, so according to the official results, Nikita Meshkov has won the tournament.
Yep.
By sharing the 1st and 3rd place with a better tiebreaker. 2nd place is Sebastian Bogner. 3rd place, the last year's winner, Krzysztof Jakubowski. So my congratulations to all the winners, everybody who fought hard. Also, 4th place, Tomas Larushas. 5th place, Gleb Podluzhny. And everybody else a bit below that.
Yep.
All right. So, final remarks from you, Margaret?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really exciting week. The first time we had commentary in Estonia. I think it was also super interesting experience for me and as an organizer, see how this thing goes. So, yeah, thank you for being here, Arturs.
Thank you, Margaret, for being the co-host. Really appreciate it. Also, we had some couple of very nice discussions, etc. And when it's about you, the viewers, hope you enjoyed it. The coverage, and yeah, from my part, I would like to say thank you to all of you for staying with us for the entirety of the week. The festival actually continues with the Blitz, which is going to start in 2 hours, and unless there's going to be a bit delay, and then the Rapid, which is going to be tomorrow. We're not going to broadcast that, so the official coverage is over here. So I do hope that we're going to have the possibility to come back even bigger and better.
For sure, next year. Yep.
All right, and with this, I'm concluding the coverage of the 6th international. Is it international? Yeah, Paul Keres Memorial.
Yes, we can call it, yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure it's international. Here from Pärnu, Estonia, the summer capital city of Estonia. And we're saying goodbye to you. Have a great day and see you in